Oh, okay. So there we go. That's better. I accidentally cast levitate on myself, so you have to give me a second.
Oh shit. DM be levitating for real.
Oh fuck, the skeleton's levitating again.
It happens
The
sometimes.
skeleton appears.
It's because it's what happens when I accidentally forget the order to do things in, and I start the stream before I open up the crystal ball, if you will. And so that's why that doesn't load properly.
Fun stuff.
But we're here now. So, welcome to an early session of Caesar San. We don't usually do this on Fridays. We used to do it on Fridays, long
Used to.
in the ancient past. But
In the before times.
Sunday didn't work for anybody, and we already had to cancel 2 in a row, which is why I rescheduled it. So that we didn't have 3 in a row, and then I guess potentially 4 in a row. Who knows? But we moved it to Friday for now, just so that we can at least have a session this week. But we had to start a little bit later, so there will be a little bit of a shorter session, but we'll get going as quickly as possible now. So, Caesar San, for the uninitiated, it's a mess. It's chaos, but that's how we like it.
We know, but hey.
You're right, but hey. So, previously on Caesar Sand, to give a quick summary for people who are here that have not seen any other episodes because they don't usually show up on this day. Previously on Caesar Sand, the party, after uncovering rumors of a Yuan-Ti cult in the desert city of Al-Zahar, were then hired by a benefactor, the Merchant Prince. And the Merchant Prince wanted them to escort a caravan to the oasis across the desert to the north in order to determine what was making these coordinated efforts to attack his caravans as they travel. So the party had been hired as both bodyguards as well as detectives. They're doing okay on the bodyguard part. Detective, to be determined. And so, after making their way through the desert, they were ambushed by a group of gnolls. And the gnolls, after they were defeated, had a note on them that showed a small symbol. And that symbol was identical to one on the necklace of one of the people they were traveling with, an NPC by the name of Elizabeth. And so, because they because they didn't, oh yeah, I guess we could consider it like that. You're right. Sorry, that's the chat that you guys can't see yet that I'm reading. Because the party did not capture and interrogate any gnolls, they will have to do some asking around about gnoll appearances in the area, in the oasis of Kasana, which they just arrived recently. They looked around at some of the shops in the bazaar and got really drunk in the tavern. Somebody's breathing into the mic. And, oh, somebody got an ad. Wait, did everybody get an ad? I can't control that.
I don't know.
Non-sub. You're a sub. That's
shut
why
your
you didn't
mouth.
get one.
Non-sub.
That's why you didn't get one.
Non-sub.
Someone is
the
more than willing to give it.
non-believer.
I mean,
Everybody-
someone, whoever wants to give it to me can. Whoever wants to give me it can.
Non-sub.
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 Whoever wants to give
You're
it to
allowed
me
to
can.
be. You're allowed to be not a sub here. You can just be a follower. You're just as appreciated.
I am
will
literally
continue
in the
to-
campaign.
Imagine not having a
I was
Amazon
just
Prime.
laughing. I was just laughing because all the people who said no that they didn't get an ad were all subs. That's why.
Yep. It's just you. You have to sub now. You have to. It's like $3. Do it. You won't.
Let me see.
Absolutely not.
Let me see.
I'm about to get a house. I can't be doing all that.
Your rent is ridiculously low. You can
It
save
is?
$3. Yes.
It is, but that's just rent. That doesn't cover all the other things that I'm gonna have
That's
to pay
true.
for.
Speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, the party got wasted in the tavern on Dohara and Halapa, and then now must decide what to do next. They haven't done a whole lot of asking around yet, but they did meet a merchant, or a traveler who had lost some of their luggage to a sinkhole of quicksand in the desert, and was drinking away their sorrows in the tavern. And the person, Noelle Torado, promised the party that she would reward them if they were able to get back some of the items that she had lost. So they said that they would think about it and then left, and then headed north in the oasis, where they... Let's just go right to it. Oh, I'm kind of hiding. I'm just peeking. That's all right. Okay, that's better. There we go. It's because I had to move it around because I was levitating. There we go. I'll stop peeking. Okay, so the party made their way to the north of the oasis, where winding their way around the little lake that makes up the center of it, they found a bunch of stables with axe beaks. Thank you. Thank you, Cecilia, for gifting a sub to Valbella.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Wow!
oh my god!
Wow! Wow!
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
I can't tell if that's generous or petty.
Both knowing them.
So, where we get right back into things. Hang on.
Generic
roll 20.
message.
Roll 20. Roll 20 just decided to, like, smite my folders from existence for all of the music and stuff in your campaign. They just were like,
No.
you don't get those anymore. And they didn't delete the actual tracks. They deleted the folders they were all in. So it was just like a big mess. So I had to reorder it all yesterday.
Oh.
And
Oh
so
my
it's all in a
God.
different order. So now my brain is like scrolling to the wrong places.
So it's muted.
Delightful. Absolutely
know.
delightful.
Okay.
I know. I'm well aware. I'm
Loser.
currently eating Jolly Ranchers.
Okay, so
Man, I won't.
I told you it was chaotic here. As we
We
get back
literally-
into things, you guys made your way around the central pond at the center of Kasana Oasis and found a stable full of axe beaks with a Neon Hari girl tending to them. And after
We're gonna race them! Oh my god, I
Brief
remember what we were
argument
gonna do with them.
about
We were gonna
whether you
race them.
should
That was
race
a
them
joke
or
suggestion.
or liberate them. You can tell me what you do.
I
We're
still
racing
really
them.
love. I still really love the suggestion of free them because the gate is open.
Please,
They
we are
deserve to be
not.
free.
No,
God, it's been so
I'm
long.
gonna
I can't
stand
remember how
a
to drag.
healthy distance away from
The
these, so I
shackles
don't.
of capitalism rest on their shoulders.
The gate is open. If they wanted to leave, they could.
They could. Thank
But the
you.
capitalism
Honestly,
is not open.
You also probably estimate that they could definitely hop over this little fence too, even if there was a gate.
Literally.
That's irrelevant
They are
to,
just
to the
vibing.
metaphorical
They are literally
chains.
just vibing. Can I race them? I want to race them.
So you make your way up to the relatively young Hariko. She's probably about 19, 20, with white hair and a scarf wrapped around her neck, and she greets you as you walk up and says, "Hello there. Can I help you?"
The creatures.
Yes, axe beaks we call them. I am Cayenne. I own the Axpeak rental service.
Oh, so we can. Guys, we can rent them!
Yes,
That's
if you're traveling through the desert, there's nothing faster than an Axpeak.
Dude,
I have
How-
all of 11 gold in my inventory.
how much gold do I have? I want to
I'm
race
not
them
renting an
so
Axebeak.
badly. But
As you
that's
check
so
your gold, I
stupid.
also pull up the note to check how much I made them cost.
I think you said
He
5,
didn't say.
3.
I don't think
No, I
so.
thought
You
he
didn't
did.
talk. You didn't talk to Kai last
No,
time.
but no.
There's no,
No,
way
but
you,
we
you
asked.
talked about
No,
it.
no, no.
Jay,
We
actually, you
asked-
said that it costs 1 copper piece to
Yeah.
rent.
Wow. I didn't
No, you
remember that
actually
now.
said you actually said there was
They
a
pay
sale
you.
and they're free.
Yeah,
They pay you
us.
to take them off your hands.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They pay us. That's how it is.
Of course. How could I forget?
Yep. Stupid DM. God.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay then.
Well, that's awkward. Valbella stands there staring at the the Nyanhari girl as the rest of you awkwardly watch this silence as the Nyanhari girl kind of dances back and forth on one foot, just going, hello? Were you interested? And then she sort of looks at the rest of you. Is she okay?
I believe she is lost in the possibilities.
Lost in the sauce.
I
She
see.
is lost in the quote unquote Axbeak sauce.
Oh god. The fact you said it in an accent means it in character. I
I
hate this.
I see. Well, if the group of you wanted to rent Axe Peaks, then that would be 20 gold total.
Ooh. A little too broke for that, I think. Ezekiel, go steal one.
Give me a minute. Anybody have a bobby pin?
Gotta lockpick these Axe Peaks. You hotwire them.
I just don't know where the wire goes, guys.
It's
I don't
red
know.
to blue. This is amateur hour.
I think
Guys,
those.
where's
I think
the
the.
gas?
I think those blue and red wires might be called like veins. I don't know.
Guys, the oil's coming out.
From the wire, guys.
These wires are so wet.
Oh, no.
Must be an oil leak somewhere.
Oh.
Why is this oil
so-
red?
As you say that the price might be a bit too steep, Cayenne says, "All right. Well, if you change your mind, you come on back."
Guys, we could totally steal one.
Is her name Cayenne, like cayenne pepper?
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
She's cut off by Valbella. Yeah.
Nice.
Nyanhari named their kids after food. I told you that.
Yeah, come on. This has been
Learn
established
the lore.
since,
Learn
like,
the lore.
Yeah,
this
no,
is-
I know.
I told you this
I
at
know
Hearth
the,
and Home.
I know the lore. I didn't know that spices counted as foods. They're
Well, you eat
spices.
Why would they not count as food?
What?
What
I
else would it
thought
count
food
as?
like dishes, like food
well,
dishes, not
You're wrong.
okay.
Sorry, your
Yeah,
name
you
is
can
not
name them
Hot
after
Dog.
fruits.
Hi, sorry,
Either
I was
way,
trying
we're
to help
hot dog.
my
Wait,
little
hold
brother
on.
and my dad figure out how to
Can
use my
you-
PlayStation.
Sorry, we were
Can you name her
RPing.
hot dog?
We were RPing as if you just stood there staring at Cayenne for 5 minutes straight. So
I mean, that would really happen.
we said that you were calculating the price in your head. But Cayenne told
Doing some crazy derivatives.
Cayenne told
Never mind, I'll be
the
back
rest
again.
of your
Hold
oh,
on.
okay, never mind.
No.
So
Bella opens her mouth to speak,
Now that the-
closes it.
now that the price has been determined to be too steep, what do the rest of you want to do?
Go find the pit, I guess.
We're not actually going
Leave.
to race. We're not actually going to race them, right? That sounds very wasteful.
Ezekiel!
Where are you going?
It's an accident.
Go steal one. Go do it right now. You won't.
Anna, get over here!
You won't.
I'm just thinking.
No, stop.
I think you should try. I really think you should.
I'm doing a lot of thoughts right now.
I mean, I also don't think you should try because I don't want us to be like criminals, but I think you should try.
You will be criminals. I will not. I am going over here.
Go pet one, Ezekiel. See what it does.
Okay.
I hope it bites it in his hand.
Me and this bird are best friends now.
So you make your way over to the Axebeak. As I said last time, they're large, sort of bipedal creatures that resemble sort of ostriches, but have these massive, very solid-looking beaks. And as you make your way over to one, it actually sort of bows its head a little bit to allow you to pet its beak.
Hello. I returned for real this time.
Hello.
Ezekiel's best friends with the Axebeak now.
Yeah.
Are you
I'm
free
actually
from
leaving the
the
campaign to like
gravy,
be with them
Valbella?
now.
I do not believe Albella has pulled herself free from the sauce.
No,
Oh,
I'm here.
died, guys.
Hello. Hi.
Oh,
What?
Valbella
Hello.
lost in the-
Hi.
Are
No
you
longer.
okay?
All right.
What am I
This is great.
doing?
The-
What am
yeah.
I doing?
You've
Cayenne?
been staring at Cayenne for
Yeah,
several
you've been staring at Cayenne,
Oh.
calculating the price. But she informed you that it would be 20 gold for Axebeaks for the whole party, which your party decided was too steep of a price, and so they've sort of moved on. But you're still kind of
was-
staring
Oh.
at Cayenne.
I still can't find where my gold is. Fun
It's
fact.
in your inventory.
Inventory.
Click on inventory.
on the
Oh,
top.
right.
Top
Ah.
right.
Only 10. I could pay for half of it.
I think we
Yeah,
need
I'm not
to stop
spending my
I think we
gold
on
need to stop Ezekiel from stealing one.
I'm gonna grab Ezekiel and try to drag
Hey.
him out of
I'm
the.
just gonna step back. If
I'll
Wanna
bite
go
you,
for
don't
the
touch
whole
me.
I am
Oh,
literally
oh,
I'm
you're
trying
awake
to
again,
drag
Valbella.
Ezekiel out of the pen.
Not cool.
You
Come
guys can
on.
roll grapples if you want. Or you can just do it through RP if you would rather.
That's okay, I'll leave.
Okay.
Leave the large birds alone, Ezekiel.
Celia pulls him too hard and he just like goes flying backward.
But their bones are hollow like mine. They
He's
understand.
just like me for real.
They are not just like you, FR. They have beaks.
This is just like my French project.
So you haul Ezekiel away from the Axebeak pen. And now, as you look around Kasana, again to the south, you can see that large pool at the center. And of course, back over to the west is where the bazaar and the large cave that the tavern is located in. But over to the east is a smaller series of houses, as well as a very, very large tree that actually towers over almost everything here in Kasana.
I'm not against the X beaks, but I think we
I-
should
it,
all
like, it
chip
dep-
in on it instead of
Right.
have someone pay for
I
it.
think we might as well
That's-
like wait and see if they're useful for something else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
'cause
see
we're
how
not-
much.
Yeah, it does
We
also
don't
depend how
need them.
far we're going.
We're going.
Right,
I
exactly.
remember Jay said we were going like an hour or two out, so like on foot.
It was not
It's
a
not
far
horrible.
journey, as described to you by Noel.
I think we'll be fine without bird transportation.
Yeah, Axebeaks would make any journey a lot shorter, but it wouldn't be an incredibly long journey for this one to just head to where she described the sinkhole to be. So,
Alright, I'll get
what do you
my
do next?
ankles all cramped.
Well, we have multiple directions we can go in. Do we want to just keep heading straight?
My vote was
Well-
to investigate the necklace, but I'm good to do the sinkhole thing.
Well, we were kind of on our way to do the sinkhole thing, so I think we should do that.
I feel
and
like I've
then-
forgotten what we're doing. What are we
So-
doing?
We're getting
Don't
stuff
remind
out of
me.
the sinkhole.
Allow me to summarize.
Yes, please.
I did a little bit of a
For
summary
me
in
and
the
also clown.
in the before summary, but I guess if we weren't listening, that's okay.
I wasn't here.
Sorry, I just
I
had to
don't
throw
think
a
I
little
was
bit of shade.
here.
So, you guys were looking around as you didn't take any of the gnolls hostage or captive in order to interrogate any of them, so
Pardon?
you will have to. Yeah, you just murdered them all. So you'll have to find out information on your own rather than asking one of them. But you did find that they seem to be searching for the necklace that Elizabeth is wearing. As for why, you're not incredibly sure, but perhaps you were told by the merchant prince after Lunette contacted him via Sending Stone that perhaps some of the locals would know more about gnoll appearances in the area. But as of
Okay.
yet, you've not asked around about any of that.
So this is pretty much just tied to the gnolls.
You could ask around about the gnolls and see if anyone else has seen them, as you don't really have a lot to go by, as, again, no one was interrogated. That is one of your tasks that you could be doing, but you also had another little side quest, I guess, which was one of the merchants in town had lost some of her stuff and was depressed about it and drinking over it, and you said that perhaps you would consider going and getting some of it back from the sinkhole.
Okay.
So two things that you were considering doing.
Let's
There's also, I guess,
let's
there's
go to the sinkhole.
the semi-third option of just exploring more of Kasana, as you haven't really seen the eastern side of it yet.
I think we should explore the sinkhole.
Sinkhole. Okay.
I think sinkhole it is.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, I think
Alright.
you're correct.
So she described it
Wow.
as being northeast, and from where you're standing right now, there is sort of like a gap in the rock formation that sort of surrounds all of Kasana. And you can see that much like the pass that you came through to enter Kasana, there's a similar one to the north to leave.
Yep, off we go.
Yeah.
We're
Off we go.
going.
Nobody
like-
moves.
Oh. Oh, well, I wasn't sure what direction we were going in.
Yeah.
No one no one really-
I
said
picked a
northeast.
direction for us. We were going this way now.
No one
I
really
was
going
established
that way
direction.
first.
Ezekiel longingly stares at the axe beaks for several more
Hi. A single tear drips down his face.
minutes. Waves goodbye with a single tear.
They're just like me, for real.
They're just like
You're
me.
just like me.
All it takes is 20 gold, and you can have your very own axe beak.
Hey, that's
Not
5 gold
forever,
per person. That's not that bad.
It's not that
All right,
bad.
Ezekiel. You have 5 gold. You can go buy one.
All right, so
I will not give up my money.
Yeah, figures.
I could
Zul'Garan.
just steal them.
Ooh, pretty.
He's like a crow. He wants to keep his shiny stuff.
Oh, I like
Ooh,
how we
this
get
is a
little
nice
mini
map.
maps.
Remember
It
That
that
is
would
much?
just like
load.
Shakespeare.
Where
I would
are
just
we
map to
right
load to that.
now?
Oh, weird. Why
We
is it-
are
Kisano
here.
Oasis.
Why is it not lined up?
We are
That's odd.
here.
That's better.
Tempest Isles.
So-
we gotta make a trip there.
Like the Shakespeare book.
Hold on.
Play.
I have to open my notes app.
You know what this reminds
Oh,
me
do
of?
we have to make
Jay?
a trip there?
Okay, hang on. What does it
Wait.
remind you of?
Oh, it just kind of reminds me. There's this really old arcade game. And
Oh,
it reminds me of. It's a fighter game, and it reminds me of that, and it's very nostalgic.
Guys,
and
we
I
have to
enjoy
go
it.
What?
here at some point.
I don't understand.
Where?
What part
There's
of it
an
reminds you of
old-
the arcade game? But
It looks like the overworld map for that arcade game.
if you guys take a
Moving
look,
on.
you guys take a look at your maps, in order to try to get a better sense of where to travel. And you were told northeast and sort of given a bit of direction by Noelle. So approximately there, not too far out from Kasana. She said she was almost there. She had almost arrived in Kasana when her things were sucked into the quicksand. So it's not too far of a journey out. But actually, as you were highlighting that, you did mention something last session. It's been 2 weeks, so I guess I'll remind you of it since I'm remembering it now. When when Cecilio had been talking with the Yuan-Ti cult, they had mentioned something about the Sulta Setnahana, which is the ruby savanna to the north.
My notes were coming in handy for real.
So,
And I
So
almost
this
spelled
is
it up.
gonna be
I almost smelled-
important.
I almost
Smelled it.
spelled it perfectly.
because I am a generous DM, and because you guys spent so long in the desert previously, I just cut out all desert travel. You'll just skip you right to this and go.
Oh fuck yeah!
Thank fucking
Thank
God.
you, DM.
Because I don't want to do any
Everyone
more
say
rolls.
thank you,
I think everybody's
Charlemagne.
had enough of that.
Thank
So let's
you,
just go right.
Charlemagne.
Thank you, Charlemagne.
Ura! Que pedo?
So
I'm
as you
gonna send
exit,
you more money.
so as you exit the sorry, that's the wrong thing.
That's not wrong.
Oh,
I-
where is this, Jay?
This is the north. This is the north exit of Kasana. As I
Oh.
prep the other map. So you spend about 2 hours wandering to the northeast, semi-guided by the directions of Noel. But somebody make a survival check for me.
All right.
What's
Whoever has the
everyone's
highest can do it.
survivals?
I have +5.
Okay,
Oh.
It's probably the highest.
I
Plus-
rolled a 21.
yeah. nice.
All right, so you do not get lost on your travels, and as you make your way through the desert, you're perhaps a little bit used to desert travel by now. You don't have the supplies on the back of Pancake at the moment because you didn't take them with you. Tragic, I know. Everybody in the chat
First
is
campaign of my life.
heartbroken that he's not here.
I
Um,
have +1.
But eventually in the distance, first to spot it is Ezekiel, with his eagle eyes.
And his hollow bones.
You can feel it in your hollow bones that you're getting close. And so, off in the distance, you see sort of a little valley in the sand, almost unnaturally formed. An area where the sand sort of sinks deep into this pit. Just hear everybody
Mhm.
typing, but nobody talking.
Pit. I jump into the pit.
Don't do
Oh, Bella
that.
immediately dies. End of campaign.
End of
Uh,
campaign.
so,
So how
as
the
you-
fuck?
She's the main character. Duh.
as you make your way sort of towards this depression in the sand,
Depression.
you can see that it sinks down quite a ways. It's a rather deep hole that has been formed here in the sand, as this swirls towards the center. And dotted sort of throughout this massive sinkhole, you can see, half buried in the sand, you can see crates and sacks and even all the way down at the very bottom, at the deepest reaches of the sinkhole, you can see a chest. But you can also see
Tippy tappy, tippy tappy.
about half of a skeleton partially submerged in the sand.
Oh my god, it's Charlemagne.
It's me. I have a cameo role.
This is crazy guy.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Say one of the dead body lines for us right now. Oh my god.
All right, ready? I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
Guys,
There you go.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I- you can't see me, but I'm bowing right now.
Guys, that was the best
You think
ever.
this little-
Can I have your
this little
autograph,
wizard's hat-
Charlemagne,
This little
please?
wizard's hat.
Can you sign my tome?
That was the most emotional performance I've seen in my
How
entire
close
life.
can I get?
think
to
he
this without
deserves an
being
Oscar.
Locked up.
About there is sort of where it starts to slope steeply downward, Valbella.
Okay, cool.
Where you see the sand kind of slightly discolored, that's when it starts to.
And now
slope.
everyone starts joining me.
So you make your way up to sort of the edge
Oh
of
yeah,
this.
sorry, my first idea isn't to oh, let's go jump in the sandpit.
I'm not jumping into it.
You were pretty close.
You make your way to the edge of this sandy precipice and look down at this massive sinkhole. And you can see dotted throughout it all those different things. Noelle had described to you guys 2 weeks ago, so I'll remind you, that she wasn't incredibly invested in absolutely everything she had. She didn't really care about clothes and things like that because she did lose everything. But she was very specifically searching for a chest that she had.
Guys, what if we just took the chest?
I think we are thinking
a
the
bad
same
idea.
thing.
No.
Well, can we listen? Can we just peek in it at least?
All right, so I vote that I go in this single.
So Valbella, that is 40 feet forward, but it is also quite a drop downward.
Yeah, so I'm like thinking like maybe 5 feet from
Wait.
here.
Yeah, I have.
Should
rope
we-
too.
I could mage hand a rope down there, but tying it on
I
might
have-
be a
okay,
problem.
So I have unseen servant, but I don't know if it would be strong enough to pull the chest out of there. That's my thing.
Do you think Cecilia has used that spell before?
I did once to clean a rug.
Then you estimate that it would probably not be strong enough to lift that.
Oh, damn it.
Plus, Unseen Servant seems to go across the ground, which means it might disturb the sand.
Invisible, mindless, shapeless, medium force. So technically, it doesn't have a shape.
True, but still.
Anyway, it's not gonna work. So
Yeah. But we could tie a rope to the chest and have Bella try to pull it out, but doing that with a mage hand would be hard.
We
We could
could.
try Unseen Servant. If we had something we could like hook
oh wait,
onto it again.
we could use unseen servant to tie the rope to the chest. To
Yeah.
bring it down there and tie the rope to the chest, and
The
then
chest.
yeah, the chest has a little.
I
handle
thought
on
it was a cage.
Uh-huh.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay.
Because it can move within. I'm checking right now. So it can move up to 60 feet away from me. So
let's just really quick all check our spells to see we don't have anything that can make this easier.
I did.
that's all I have. That's
Okay.
useful. Unless there's just a giant snake that shows up, I could be like, "Hey, yo, Shoddy, go get that for me."
I
Um,
could use nature's wrath. No.
I could
I
explode
could
it.
use
I
my
could explode
divination
it
thing
with
to be like,
that
hey, should we do this? But other than that, doesn't
I can't really see any negative effects of using, or at least trying to go get Unseen Servant to go tie it, because worst comes
Yeah.
to worst.
That part is fine. I just talk about like
Yeah.
anything about us going in it.
I mean, we
No,
don't have
I-
to go in it though.
I definitely do not think that any of us should be going into it, like unless it is last case scenario.
What if I go in
Worst
for fun?
case, whatever.
Don't
I
do
would
that.
cry intensely. Please. do
Please
not.
just send in the Unseen Servant.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm
Uh,
gonna cast Unseen Servant.
Where should so concept attach the rope to me, but then maybe another person? Because like I feel as though
But we can
Seeing
just
as I am
hold
the-
the other
We
side.
can all just hold it. I don't need
yeah.
to like.
Okay.
Wait, but should
Like,
we
I
have
don't-
like the smallest person? Wait,
I literally
What?
just cast this, but what's the?
never
so
mind.
that we don't lose the rope is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Because if we
Well, I
lose
doubt
this
we're gonna
rope,
lose the rope. Well, because like if we tie it to the thing, I doubt we're gonna lose the rope.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
we
a
all
50
have
too
foot
much
rope.
rope.
it's
rope
40
is
feet.
cheap. We all have rope. Like
Yeah.
even if
It's
we
fine.
lose
I
the
don't
rope,
think
we
we're
can
gonna
just
lose
try
the rope.
again.
You can just hold it. I think we'll be
Yeah,
okay.
we'll be fine.
Like if something were to hypothetically grab the rope and pull it hard enough that it could take it from you, it would do the same thing if it was tied to you. It would just pull you in.
okay, fair enough. There was more to. Okay, whatever we decide, I'm okay
Yeah, let's do the Unseen Servant.
All right, so I already cast it.
with. Cool.
All right.
Yep.
So,
Oh, I couldn't tell. I can't see it.
so for just
Yeah, he's standing right there.
It's working.
For just a moment, you see sort of a spectral butler's uniform form in the air as it begins to slowly fade into nothing.
Nah, it's a maid dress. What are you?
Oh, sorry, a maid dress.
I-
There you go. That's better.
Lunette, how much would it cost for you to kill me? How much? How much money?
Let's see.
I mean, jump in. Free.
I'd have to use
Yep.
a spell slot.
Looks like I'm going Forest Wave.
Maybe like 5 gold.
Look like
I
I'm
don't know.
going first.
So, Cecilia, you summon your unseen servant into the air. Where do you want your unseen servant?
Well,
Do I have that spell? Let's see if I even have something that could represent that.
Well, it is
So-
unseen.
I know.
The
but I wanna,
servant is
something
gonna-
so I can see where it
yeah.
is. I'll
So the-
immediately forget.
yeah, the servant's gonna take a rope from Valbella and then just go into the pit and try to tie it to the handle
What's that
that's
to
on
say
that
that
chest.
the unseen servant doesn't get swept
Well,
Doesn't get what?
swept up?
It's a shapeless being. It's not. It
Okay,
says
so-
Shapeless? Well,
invisible, mindless, shapeless.
okay, so
medium
if
force.
reality doesn't affect it, then why
I'm,
does it? Yeah.
does the unseen servant have to walk on the ground, Jay?
I'm gonna use
Yeah.
a mage hand to
Yeah,
represent
see,
it, just so that we can remember where it is. Just one sec. I'll answer your question in a second. Just checking my notes for something.
Bro, the mage hand looks like it's about to rip Cecilia's wig off.
Can you check it? You can move it, right, sis?
Yes.
Okay, good. So you can use that to represent your the ghostly hands of your unseen servant.
Okay. So, give me a second. So, it can go within 60 feet of me. So, how deep is the pit, would you say?
There's
'Cause
nothing
it
in the
should-
there's nothing in the spell that specifically says that it is levitating necessarily. So it would probably specify that if it was. But it is sort of a shapeless kind of force. It doesn't really have much of a specific shape. It just says that it forms on an occupied space on the ground. So one
Okay.
would assume
Well-
that it's using the ground.
At least it's not gonna die. Like, none of us are going to be.
Well,
Dying.
yeah.
Yeah.
You see the rope that you're holding out, Valbella, sort of pluck itself out of your hands, and one end of it just sort of hovers in the air as it begins to kind of trail towards the sinkhole. So you can use your mage hand to signify where the unseen servant is moving. Cecilia.
Okay, so I'm gonna have it go in, and I don't know, cause like if that is this box sticking out of the sinkhole.
Yeah, you can see them. They're kind of half submerged in the side of this slope here. They're sort of half
Okay.
buried in sand.
So I'm gonna have the unseen servant stop there for a second, before jumping in, because
Yeah, so
yeah.
you don't see anything move, but you see that kind of coil of rope gently float through the air towards this crate here. And as the unseen servant does progress downwards along the slope, you can see sort of little bits of sand kind of kicked up by its movement over towards this crate. So you stop by the crate. What do you want to do?
Okay, so I'm trying to think. I've been taught sailor knots before, and I'm trying to think what the best one would be for this situation.
The
Um,
Gordian knot.
I'm just going to tell it to. Actually, hold on. Do you
I would
think
s-
it can jump? Is
I
that
would
a
say-
thing it can do?
I would say because it's mindless, it will just do what you tell it to do. So if it's something that you're not capable of, it probably won't be able to figure it out. But if you're capable of thinking I want to jump, then it would probably be able to kind
Okay.
of jump its way along.
Okay. Would I be able to jump to this, like, on top of it?
Yeah, it would be a bit of a drop. It would be dropping down to the deepest portion of the sinkhole, but probably could sort of hop its way down. Again, you won't really know if it hopped because it
Yeah.
is invisible.
Okay.
No
Well, I'm
way.
gonna have it do that, and then just try to tie as tight of a knot as possible
Okay,
around
so
the handle.
you see a cloud of sand kind of burst up where it lands along the side of this chest here. The chest itself is rather large, looks decently heavy, and as the unseen shape lands on this chest, it kicks up a cloud of sand, and then you command it Unseen Catboy made. You command it to sort of
No.
begin to tie the knot, to tie a knot in the rope around one of the handles on the side of the chest. That's what you intend, yeah?
Yes.
All right. So you see that coil of rope that's kind of pulling almost, nearing sort of its end, as I think you have about 50 feet of it. So it's almost pulled taut as it begins to kind of wind its way around the chest. But before it can sort of tighten that knot, it just sort of loops it around. You see all of a sudden, from the very center of the sinkhole, a scorpion's tail pierces out of the sand in a dust cloud
Alright,
And-
guys, I think that's our
Bro!
time to leave.
and stabs into the chest. And it goes right through your unseen servant. So let's it's got an AC of 10. Yep, that hits.
Yeah.
It's got 1 hit point, so should I even bother to roll damage?
The chest? So we just
No,
lose the
no,
chest?
not the chest. The
Oh.
unseen servant.
Oh.
Unseen
So
servant
it
is about to get
stabs-
murked right now.
It
It would be
stabs
more
straight-
funny, actually, if it just destroyed the chest.
you see the stinger of this scorpion's tail embed itself into the wood of the chest, and it is pierced straight through your servant. And really only Cecilio you can tell, but it disperses as it dies.
Oh, great.
The rest of you see the rope just sort of go limp.
Guys, this is going really well, I think.
And then the tail slowly just shuffles its way back under the sand.
Bro!
Try mage handing it.
Yes, but then I'd have to tie a knot one-handed.
Does seem like a bit of a difficult task.
Alright, I'm just going in there, guys.
Oh,
No, 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 no,
no, no,
no.
no.
Literally,
not
you
going
just
to-
called me stupid for thinking the same
You are
thing.
not going to
That's
wrestle
different.
the fucking scorpion.
Guys, hey, I have a question.
Well,
You think we should
scorpions
beat the
like
shit
Yes,
out of this?
Cecilia.
I think we should beat the shit out of the scorpion.
I think I should knock you
How
out
big,
first.
Jay? How big was the tail? On a scale of me to the tail, on a scale of me to like a dwarf, how big was the tail?
The tail was certainly not the size of a normal scorpion. Let me double check something.
Obviously, this is fucking.
Guys,
So,
we spent so
guys,
much time battling the wildlife. We're kind of like menaces to the environment at this point.
Are you a fucking environmentalist?
No, we literally
Die.
have not.
Sorry, my bad. I hate the environment.
We literally have not.
So, I think we need to
the
fight it.
the tail was quite a ways down, so it's a little bit harder to estimate the exact size of it, but it was probably about the same size as Lunette.
Hmm.
Okay, so I
not-
think we can fight it.
Not necessarily
So-
in like width and girth, I suppose, but
Just the same size.
it was about as tall
Right.
as that. Yeah, as it hooked its way out
Okay.
and stabbed into the chest. It is a rather
I
large
would
tail.
prefer to exhaust our options before we fucking fight it.
Okay, well, you try tying a knot with one hand and we'll see how it goes.
What if we could
I think-
find some kind of hook to put on the handle instead?
So okay,
Fuck, has
Jay.
a hook. Oh, I have a
Jay,
sickle, technically.
Weird question.
Yeah.
Give me the fucking sickle!
Weird question.
Mhm.
Is there any way that we can see or tell, I guess, if this is like a naturally occurring thing or if this is brought on by the scorpion?
Nature check.
Cool. Okay. Nature check. Who has high nature? Because I have a +2. Or is this specifically
I
me?
also have a +2.
I also have a +2.
You asked the question, so typically you would do the roll,
Cool.
but I don't think anyone has higher than you, so you might as well. You might as well do it.
11.
All right, with an 11, it is a little bit hard to determine what it might be. There's a chance that this might be an opportunistic thing where a sinkhole is being used by the scorpion, but there's also a chance that the scorpion could have created it. Hard to say.
Either way, it's benefiting from it.
Hmm.
So Lunette threatened me at gunpoint. I gave her my sickle,
So
that I've never used.
Can I? I'm gonna grabby a rock. Follow me on this, and I'm just gonna.
You can
toss
just gonna
it
throw
in.
the rock.
I'm just gonna see how long it takes to go down.
Where are you tossing the stone?
We'll toss it right at the the edge, so I guess
You
like
grab-
right at my feet.
Yeah, you grab a rock about the size of a baseball that is sort of littered around in the sand
Mhm.
and toss it down at your feet. and kind of it goes over the slope of this large sinkhole and just kind of rolls. And you just sort of toss it down at your feet, so it rolls about kind of part of the way down, and then gets lodged in sort of a part of the dune.
Guys, I could jump that.
No.
Stop.
And is
Look, I have a plan. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to get within 30 feet, so I'm going to have
how
to get
do
a little
scorpions breathe? BRB.
Wait,
my God.
hold on, wait.
They got little snorkels. That's how.
Yeah, they have little
Oh my
scorpion
god, you
snorkels.
thought
I'm
that
like-
was its tail, it's actually its snorkel.
Because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking if scorpion anatomy applying real life to Dungeons and Dragons,
Oh my god.
Yeah,
they
it always
have
works
to
properly.
breathe.
Yep.
They have to breathe,
Nothing could ever go
Right?
wrong by applying real life.
Yeah,
logic
nothing
to
can
D&D.
ever go wrong.
right? They
There
have
are
Why do they
creatures
have to
that live
breathe?
in sand, though. Like,
This
that's
is
a thing.
true.
Look, just hand me the rope, Fat I have
What if
an
it's like
idea.
an undead scorpion? Then what?
Oh, she's not even like you could yank it from her. She is so
Okay.
in thinking
I'm
about
ju-
other
I'm just
things
going to
right
take
now.
the rope.
Okay,
Excuse
Lynette,
me.
do your thing.
Okay, now
Yeah,
Jay,
I'll let the smart people think
Yeah,
this.
describe
I
your
am-
plan, Luna.
I'm going to try to tie the rope to the end of Cecilia's sickle and place it on the handle of the chest as like a hook to pull it with.
Okay, you are fishing.
Pretty much.
Fishing with a
Oh,
PH.
dang.
You're just going to. How are you going to do that? Describe it for me.
Mage hand.
Mage hand?
Of course, I have to get a little closer for that, but
Okay,
yeah, I'm just gonna try and mage hand it down and hook it on the chest.
very well. Let me grab you a mage hand.
All you have to do is make it to the chest. And if it gets hooked into the chest handle, okay. Rooting.
I imagine it'd only be able to sense things by their weight on the sand, so a floating hand should be okay.
Maybe its tail has eyeballs over it.
I think we'll be fine. So I can just edge just a little closer like this, and I'll be fine, right?
Yeah, you're standing like sort of right on the edge. You're kind of have one foot sort of partially down the slope, but the other's still at the top. But again, it's sand, so it's not exactly a sturdy cliffside.
Okay, I'm not gonna move any further then. I'm just gonna float the hand down there.
Yeah, so you pass the sickle to the mage hand and clutch it as it floats its way across all the way down the sinkhole to the chest.
And I'm just gonna hook it on.
All right, so you kind of maneuver the sickle so that it hooks its way into one of the handles, the handle that is not submerged in the sand, and sort of use that as a hook to latch the chest.
All right. Now that's done, I'm gonna poof the mage hand, and I'm gonna hand the rope back to Valbella.
Thank you.
All right, let's see if this works.
Yank!
All right, strength check, Balboa.
Wee! My favorite checks. Oh, okay. I thought it was in that one. It's 9. Do I get advantage? Because
Because of what?
give me advantage. I don't know because of maybe
If everybody wants to help
Lunette's
you, you
helping
can have
me.
advantage, but
yeah.
you just said you were pulling on your own. So if you want to show off and do it by yourself, you're
We
on
shall.
your
I
own.
don't.
But if you need
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
I'll
else,
help.
Yeah,
I'll
So-
help.
form the line.
so the
It's a
rest
tug
of
of
you,
war.
the rest of you see Valbella kind of tug at it a little bit, but it doesn't really go anywhere, and then the rest of you all kind of join in on the end of the rope as
Alright.
the chest does not
Group
budge.
strength check or just me strength check?
You can roll it again this time with advantage, so you can make 2 more rolls.
Okay, cool. Because that one was a 5. Oh, significantly better. 18.
There we go.
Let's
Thank
go.
God.
So you give it one heave, and the first one doesn't really go anywhere. And then everybody kind of glances at each other, not sure who the weakest link is. And
It's
then you
me.
give it, and then you give it one more heavier heave. And finally, you feel that chest begin to kind of pull loose from the sand, and you can see all this, all these grains of sand cascading down the side as you pull this chest loose.
I have a feeling that the scorpion might start pulling back. So I'm just gonna like wiggle my feet into the sand a little bit more to get a better foothold.
Cecilia's like sweating. He's like, oh,
Val-
guys.
Valbetta, it is a scorpion. It does not have hands.
No, it does not have hands, but it
Oh.
has a tail, and it can
It's
dig
ugly.
into the wood, and the wood
So
it can pull on the chest.
as you pull the chest loose and sand begins to cascade down the sinkhole, you see first the tail emerge from the sand again. And
God.
then you begin to see sort of the carapace and claws of this giant scorpion with its sort of red shell. And it pulls itself loose to examine this this movement in its sinkhole. God damn it, Balboa. Chat can see that, you know, right?
Yeah. I just didn't want to say it out loud.
God
Well-
damn it.
Let it be known.
That's pretty hot.
Thank you,
disagree.
Ezzy. Thank you,
I
Ezzy.
This is like
disagree.
full-on bestiality, you guys.
Fucking
Calm down.
scalies over here.
Yeah.
I don't
There's
think that's-
no scales on the goddamn thing.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you call a bug scaly?
Carapesy.
yeah. What's a bug
Buggy.
furry, chat? Please inform us.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, it definitely exists already, right? There's no way that someone doesn't lust after it.
It's
some sort of
called. Okay,
insect.
so bug furries are called.
God, I don't even think I
Hold
want to know.
on. What do you call a bug furry?
Sectoids.
Alright, going on to
I don't know.
Reddit.
Never
Oh
go
boy,
into
that's always a good sign.
R/furry. This can only go well.
Some people say
Not the dragon in the
arthropods.
car subreddit.
Okay, yeah. Somebody said arthropods. Somebody said skelly for exoskeleton.
No,
I
it sounds like
love-
you're lusting after Charlemagne Shackleford.
Charlemagne? Who's to
Yeah.
say I
Well,
ain't?
there were only like three.
I
answers.
wanna
Hold on,
choke
wait.
his
Okay,
bones.
so there's ideas,
Stop talking.
skellies and crawlies, but okay. Somebody said personally, I've always heard the term buggy used.
Terrible.
Anthropods, insectoids, dinner.
Point
What
is-
the fuck?
Wait, what? Wait, hold it back,
I hate all of this. Let's go back to D&D.
please.
So, as this scorpion shakes itself loose from the sand, yeah, so you're driving my audience away.
Sorry.
I think you would hate the rest of our campaign.
As the scorpion shakes itself loose,
I'm so
From the
sorry,
sand.
chat.
it examines what is occurring as it sees this chest being yanked up through the sand. And at first, as it pulled itself loose, that stinger on its tail embedded itself into the chest once more. But as it kind of pulls its head loose, it sees that there's nothing there.
Maybe if we give it a nice little kiss, it'll go away.
I
And then you
don't
see
think-
it, and then you see it sort of scan the environment, looking up towards the top of the sinkhole, as it rests its eyes on you all. I can really only see Valbella, as Valbella's standing against the edge of the sinkhole.
And I fucking tore over everybody.
Yeah.
So, immediately, what do you do when that happens?
I stand my ground.
Keep pulling,
I'm gonna,
bro.
yeah, I'm gonna
You keep
pulling.
the rope. I think the rest of us should let
So
go.
I'm gonna-
We're
yeah,
like,
you
I'm
hold
gonna-
the
it's
rope.
not pissed off yet, so what if we do something
Just
to like...
keep pulling.
Oh,
We
wait,
should
keep
be
hold on,
ready.
hold on,
Wait,
hold on,
hold
hold
on.
on, hold on, hold on.
Uh,
Ezzy and I might have stuff for animals.
The,
Yeah, okay.
Like, what's the thing I used? The one word command that I used on the thing, the other things.
You
Where
could try that, or I could try speak with an. Does this technically count as an animal J?
In the loosest sense, I would say probably.
It
Or
says
that's
you gain the
not-
ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration.
we could we do like both and
It
see?
is pushing it, but I would say yeah, it's a beast.
Okay.
Since there's nothing
Okay.
particularly that defines it as monstrosity, it is sort of just a scorpion that's bigger. There's
Ezzy?
nothing unique about it that combines it with something else or anything like that. So I'd say it's probably a beast. On the loosest boundary of beast, but yes.
Okay. Do you want to try your thing first, Ezzy, and then I can do mine if yours fails?
Well, do you think mine's more safe? Maybe, because
you-
what if you say something that's like really offensive in Scorpion?
The
I
only thing
doubt
is you
it.
roll for yours,
Okay,
don't
we
you?
can do either.
I say Valbella's first, and if that doesn't work,
Yeah, no, I'm good with
Ozzy's.
either one.
Okay. Well, I'm just thinking like from a standpoint because I think Ezzy, you have to roll for yours, don't you?
Yeah,
And I
so
don't
we should
think you have to
probably-
roll for mine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Cast. Did it go? Oh yeah, I used up a spell slot. Cool.
Let me
Guys,
double
what
check
should I
something.
ask it? While he's checking,
Can we
what
have
should I
that
ask?
chest, please?
Yeah, or like, what do you what's your beef with the chest?
So there's a somatic component, so you will need to kind of move your hands to do that.
A somatic? Oh
So you-
god,
so you
I
sort
No,
don't
of-
we can keep holding the rope. Just you
I don't
can like
trust
go over
any
the
of
rope.
these fuckers.
You have to release
is-
part of the rope to cast it, but
Wait,
you trust the
what
others
is
to hold
that?
it.
I can cast this at a second level spell slot.
What? I don't think you
What?
have any second level spell slots. What are you
Wait,
talking
okay,
about?
so
What spell are you talking
so
about?
Speak with Animals, when I click it, there's a thing that says cast, and it says spell slot, and there's a 2 above it. So does that just indicate that I have 2 left, or
Sorry, where are you referring to?
on my spell screen when you
Mm-hmm.
click Speak with Animals, the little bar that pops
Oh
up?
yeah, the number
yeah.
is how many slots you have. I think.
Okay, cool.
I don't see the,
The
number
level is the little like
2
plus and
anywhere.
minus to the
see,
right.
yeah, sorry, I'm just confused where the 2 is coming from. I don't see any 2s.
Oh, there's a 2 just above mine.
Do you have 2 spell
I-
slots?
You
Yeah, I have 2 left. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's spell slots. Level for anything that can be upcast is usually over to the right with like a little plus and minus.
should-
that use.
You should have 3.
Well, I
left,
just
but you
just
clicked
cast.
on it. That's why you have 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So I haven't refreshed your sheet. That's why mine says 3. I was just curious where that 2 is coming from, and I wanted to sort that out. But now I get it. All right. So you release part of the rope, and the rest of you have to kind of pull out a little bit heavier. As Valbella casts Speak with Animals. Gaining the ability to comprehend and communicate with beasts. What do you say?
Is there a reason that you are protecting this chest?
You see the
So
scorpion. You see the scorpion sort of pause for a moment before it speaks, in what sounds like screeches to everybody else, but Valbella, you are able to comprehend it. And it says, "This Skabrak's domain."
It has a name. Delightful. What would we have to do to ease the burden of this chest off of you?
Give offering of food,
Food? No, that's so easy.
I have some rations.
living
okay.
food.
Okay, push such in.
Living. It wants living food. Okay.
Ah, living.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Are there any
hold on.
snakes in the area I can sacrifice? I can be like, hey, yo, snake!
You are a monster.
If you
Party time!
Alright,
If-
so let's go in the hall.
okay, if you give us, I do not know what time is like for you, but we will return. There are so many V's in this fucking accent. We will return with living offering for you.
Is
to make
somebody
this
googling
explain.
how do scorpions keep time?
Do we have a deal?
You had better hurry, or
Okay.
Skabrak will send minions after you.
Guys,
Bro,
He's got
minions. He goes with
guys, he's got
minions.
minions. Okay, Okay, perfect. I've got this.
You,
Okay.
those little yellow things?
Okay, guys. Ready?
Fuck
Get ready for
you.
this. We're gonna go fishing. We're gonna go fishing. Ready?
Fishing
Ready? We're gonna go
where?
fishing. The place where
We
the
said we
lady
have
is.
to be quick about this.
That
It
is
takes
valid.
Fishing
2
is a
hours
very
to get back there.
time-consuming
It also,
thing.
like I
Not
said,
if
it
we
takes
go
2
into
hours
the
to get back there.
water.
It takes,
Oh, it takes
2 hours to get back to Kisana Oasis.
True.
We'll figure it out.
So,
All
hey,
right.
Jay, are there any
Zeke,
tracks
I'm
in the
getting this.
immediate area?
Alright.
What's
Can I
that?
make a nature check to see if there are any tracks in the immediate area?
Yeah.
Cool. Nature?
It won't be like a particularly easy check, but yeah.
I'll take it.
Nature or survival,
the
whichever is
risk.
higher for you is fine.
What? Guess what? Nat
Yeah.
20. Nat
No
20.
fucking
Uh,
way.
Technically, nat 20s don't particularly crit
Nope.
on ability checks, but a
Nope.
20 is still sufficient for pretty much everything.
22?
22 is sufficient for
Fine.
this
I'll
check, yeah.
take it. Take it.
I just mean that don't expect always an auto success on a nat 20 with regards to ability checks, but yes.
Yeah, Jay hates us.
Fine.
It's a crit when you're trying to hit, but nowhere else. So with a 22, you spot. Do I even have any? I have to hunt for some animals now.
Bunch of snakes. Just a whole mass of snakes. Then I can be like, hey guys, there's a party this way.
Okay, actually, with a 22, you spot two different types of tracks. One of them looks insectoid. The other looks sort of long, like a snake's tracks would be.
Okay, do we want to do 2 after the insectoid, 2 after the snake?
Yeah, I'll go after.
I-
I'll go after snake.
Are you sure you want to put yourself through that
Yeah.
trauma?
No, I got it.
I'll
Okay,
go with
alright.
I can
I'll
do
go
it.
with Soots.
Oh wow,
You-
so you'll go with Soots and you won't go
Everybody
with
wants to
Fine.
go with me.
Okay,
Zeke said he
Ezzy,
wanted to
we're
go with
on
me too.
insect. Ezzy, we're-
Okay.
I'm just mixing.
Oh.
Wait, don't leave yet. Pull the chest out first.
No,
Yes,
not
pull
going-
the chest out.
he's not going to let me. That's the thing.
As you gaze back down the sinkhole, you notice that he has one large sort of scissor-like pincer,
Ah!
and he's just
Bro.
holding it over the rope, ready to cut it.
Okay.
Oh
never
god.
mind.
How does he
Yeah.
know what a hostage is? He's a fucking Scorpio.
He's talking to you.
Okay, and?
If he
He's
knows
not
what
talking
minions
in
are, he knows what a hostage is.
Oh, bro.
Oh, okay, we gotta go. We gotta go. We
Alright.
can't focus on this. We can't focus on this. Who's going with who? How
We're
are we
going
doing?
against the.
We
I'm going
gave him
snake.
brains.
Snake.
This was a
Okay.
mistake.
Come on,
Snake.
come on, Ezzy. Come on, Ezzy.
Okay.
So who's
Come on.
following what? I assume the Cecilia group is going after the snake.
Yes.
Okay.
Ezzy
I'll mix
and I
it
are
up a
going
bit.
after.
You know, mix it up a bit.
Why
Go
would you
nuts.
put the 2 strongest characters together and then the 2 weakest Okay.
There are no
Oh.
such things
Oh
as
my
weak
god, am I
characters.
really one of the strongest
No,
characters?
I
I'm
mean,
not
in
weak.
the sense of AC. In
I'm
the
hurt.
sense
Bad
of
news for this
armor
campaign.
class,
Technically, Lunette and I are more powerful spellcasters than you guys, so
I
we're
mean,
both equally matched.
specifically in the sense of armor class.
I think we'll be
I
okay.
have many spells in my arsenal. We'll be fine.
Jay,
Okay,
are the
okay.
tracks of a 20-foot serpent?
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
that would
I
be
was
a
actually
little
going to try to
bit.
specify that before you guys went off on your other tangent.
Delightful.
Jay, tell
Neither of these tracks are very small.
Okay, cool.
fine.
All right, Lunette, we got this. We got this.
We got this.
I can cast suggestion, so I will just be like, hey. Yeah.
You can't
All
make
right.
it do anything that would harm itself, though.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can just lie.
Lynette and
I don't think
Cecilia.
that's how it works.
The two of you actually. Hang on. Let's actually do the other group first.
God.
Okay. So, Ezekiel and Valbella, you follow these insectoid tracks. Again, they're sort of little points in the sand that have been kind of dug in like an insect's legs, but they are also not particularly small. And so the two of you make your way off into the desert, only a short distance from the sinkhole. You're not incredibly far away from it. You can still kind of see the silhouettes of Lunette and Cecilia in the distance. Between some of the dunes, but you make your way in search of this insectoid creature. And as you travel, you actually begin to kind of see something gleam in the distance. It looks sort of
You had-
shiny. It's reflecting the brightness of the desert sun.
Where?
Just sort of off
Okay,
about
cool.
60 or so feet in the distance. You can see it's just kind of reflecting a bright glint in the sun, so it's actually kind of, it's hard to see what exactly it is, but you can kind of see it's it's moving because those glints and gleams are changing.
Okay, Izzy, how do you want to go about this?
We could maybe chase it towards the thing with a spell. Like I have that one maybe. Hold on. Yeah, the Thaumaturgy or whatever that, as bugs get scared easy and stuff. So we could probably just like, I don't know, spook it towards the thing. And then we wouldn't have to go near a gross giant bug.
Yeah. My only worry is this creature intelligent enough to detect, like, sinkholes? You know,
bug.
yeah. But like, its whole thing. I mean, we could try it. We should have a backup in case that one
Okay,
goes ass backwards.
what's our other plan?
No, I like a
No, I didn't mean that sarcastically.
Oh, okay, okay. So okay, I think that your idea is good. And it's definitely easiest for us. I think that in case that one, like, we have to resort to something else. Oh boy, what do you have in like your personal arsenal? Because I have a spell that could work in theory. Um, and she holds up a hand and like vines crawl up it. Um, it could work in theory. I but like as a last case resort, really.
Well,
Because once I use it, that's it for the day.
I mean, I guess I could also try command on it.
Okay, so we have that's good actually. We have a
That would probably work better than the other one.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have to see the creature to cast it?
Yes.
Shit.
I mean, I don't know how much.
Okay. I say we try drawing it out and maybe directing
Well,
it to.
we could try getting closer, but like all sneaky like.
Okay. Fuck. I have fun fact. I have disadvantage on stealth rolls. Just want to let you know.
I could try to get closer, all sneaky like.
This is fine. Okay. So you try to get closer to it and do command. If command doesn't work, fucking book it towards the creature, get it towards the sinkhole.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, we'll do my vine trickery.
Yes.
Do it
Excuse
for
me.
the vine.
I'm going to kill you.
Never
All
mind.
right.
We will not be doing this any longer.
And we will actually be
Understood.
offering ourselves. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. So it's
Okay.
here. So it's here. Why do you keep highlighting it, Jay?
I'm just showing you where it is because you're not close enough
Okay.
to see what it is yet. But I want you to know
Okay,
where the gleaming is. Okay,
I'm gonna
as you get closer, you get a better look at it as the
I'm
angle
gonna-
of the sun changes.
Oh no, it's a cool bug.
Wait,
That's
but
a cool bug.
you know what? No bugs are cool. He can die.
Okay, I
So
mean, as
true.
long as you're okay with it. The fact, okay, really quick, Jay, this isn't me moving. I'm just getting a scale of his size. He is 2 by 2 of us. I want you to be aware of that.
He's
That's
very
okay.
big. It's
He
sort
is-
of kicking up clouds of sand as it's kind of rooting around. It's not facing you right now. But what the glinting was the light reflecting off of its shiny carapace.
Okay, so can I use my spell thing?
Yeah, you're well within range now.
Okay.
But So you speak your command word. What do you say?
Should I tell Bobella I could... Because I don't think I can, like, I don't know, like, it's mostly just one word command, so I can't say, like, go to the thing, I don't think, but I could have it follow us.
Sinkhole. Maybe
Yeah.
sinkhole?
There's a bunch
Oh,
of
or
examples
follow.
there, but you can suggest your own as well.
I think we should try follow us.
Or chase.
Well, I don't really want to be chased. Fun fact.
Fair.
Fun easy fact.
Chasing is just following, but faster.
Yeah, chase, and it... So my thought behind chase was that, like, it would run after us and maybe not really think about the dangers
That's
of
true,
going
but that
through
also
sinkhole, you
implies,
know?
like, malice towards us, I feel like.
I mean,
And,
I
like,
think-
if I speak a command that somehow incites it to, like, want to kill us, and then it doesn't fall into the sinkhole, I
Could we
feel like that's
loophole it
asking
and
for
just
something
say,
we don't have
"Listen"?
to go through.
So
Huh?
valid. Could we loophole it and just say, listen? You know?
I don't think so.
No,
I
I
feel
don't
like
think that's how
probably
this
not.
works. Okay, it's your spell. You do it however you'd like to do it.
Oh, I'm gonna have it follow us.
Okay?
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait, because the scorpion can just grab it, right? Like, we don't need to make it go in. It's a big tail.
Yeah, he's a pretty big feller.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna say follow.
Okay?
Okay. So you speak your command word to follow, and your voice kind of echoes across the dusty dunes, and the giant insect ignores it. Lesson learned: a creature must understand your language to be able to be affected by command.
Wait, could I cast... Hold on.
Chad was just probably waiting for me to do that to you, but I needed to teach you the lesson. It's happened in every single campaign where someone has a spoken word spell.
I think it's
like
already
that,
happened to us, fun
Yeah,
fact.
it has.
I think it happened when we did the giant fucking...
But that's
elephant.
okay. Lesson learned.
Okay.
And Valvala, what you're thinking probably wouldn't end up working out because you would have to be casting it.
Yeah, okay, cool. Glad you saw what I was doing. 'cause-
Yeah, I
assume
know
that's
where your
what
brain
you would
went.
try to do.
Okay.
Alright.
You know what, Ezzy? We could
Yep.
try to ride it.
You know what? You be my guest, Valvala.
Splitting up
Um,
might have been a bad idea.
Cecilia's idea is not bad.
Yeah, I mean, like, we could play fuck around and find out. You know what? Ezekiel, get ready.
Yeah.
Get ready to run.
Oh.
Okay,
I hate
ready?
running.
Bobella is going to pick up a rock.
Wait, okay, hold on. Why don't we just use my other one then? That makes a scary thing happen, because that's will especially like piss off and scare it.
What's the thing?
The one that like I don't know makes something supernatural happen that's kind of like scary.
Thaumaturgy?
Yeah, because like I don't know.
It's
That
a
can make
big
your
bug.
voice loud. That can cause fire to change, but there's no fire out here. You can cause harmless tremors in the ground. You can make sounds that appear from certain origins within the range. Rumble of thunder, things like that. And you can make like windows and doors and stuff move. It's the haunted house spell.
Alright. Find a window.
You can make your eyes change too if you want.
Yeah, I think that could scare it.
So what are you gonna do then?
I don't know, Bella, should we use that or should we just smack it?
You can do multiple of them at once if you just keep casting it. but
Yeah.
It's a limit of 3.
We could do both.
Alright.
Maybe
What?
we could throw the rock and do your thing.
Okay, what should we do then to scare it? I'm trying to think of what like it would spook a bug most.
Can you cause a big noise to go off behind it?
Yeah. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I launch the rock over it, the rock smacks and it creates a big noise. We'll get
True,
its
true.
attention.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, Jay. Bop
Alright.
it.
We're doing
so
that.
You want to throw the rock and then do all that stuff? Is that the idea? You want to kind of
Yeah,
coordinate
so
it to
the
be
rock would make like
relatively...
a loud noise from like behind it, like opposite of where the sinkhole is. So like ideally it would run away from it and towards
Okay.
the sinkhole.
Now, when you're saying behind it, I'm inferring that you mean here.
Hold on. I can't. I gotta.
Like
Because
One more
it is,
time.
it's not facing you. So behind
well,
it
no,
right
no,
now.
not
Right now,
behind
you
it. Like,
guys. Right now, you guys are behind it.
I
So
meant like
when you
behind
mean-
it, like from our point of like
This direction.
the side of it that's opposite of the sinkhole.
On the other
Okay.
side of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was what I was inferring. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't interpreting your words wrong because I didn't want to do it here because that is what would be behind it right now.
That's true.
Okay, so you want to kind of coordinate this so that it happens when the stone hits it. Valbella, make this will just be sort of an improvised weapon. So just do an unarmed strike as you whip this stone at the.
Oh, it does
creature.
it for me. Cool. That is a 15.
Okay, let me double check something.
Its armor class is like 83.
That would be good.
I'm not sure there's much that can hit that if it was an anything. Okay. Let me reopen something. I gotta find what in the world was I using for its stat block. There we go. Okay. Then your rock rattles off kind of the side of its carapace, and then Ezekiel, what effects do you do in particular?
Just like, can I make like a loud bang behind it type of noise?
Yeah, you can make a sound emanate. It's not going to be like a crazy loud crack like certain thunder spells do, where they go for like 100 feet. But
Yeah.
it will be
Just like startling.
yeah, it'll be sort of a sudden noise, which is right now right in its face as it's shuffling
Yeah.
around in the sand. Is there any other
Yes.
effects you're trying to do, or just that one?
Can I make like a flash of light, or is that too much for the spell?
I don't think that's particularly. I think that's more of an illusion kind of thing. Harmless tremors, flames flicker, your voice you can alter, sounds. Nah, you can't make a flash.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Alright, so the rock smacks the side of its back as a loud bang cracks in front of its face. So you're sort of attempting to scare it. So Ezekiel, make an intimidation check for me.
Yeah.
And actually,
Can I give him advantage? Cause
I have a +2, so that brings it to a 4.
can I give him advantage?
I would have said yes, but I don't know that yours necessarily did much to intimidate it.
Wait,
You
does
hit it
Ezzy
with
still
a
have
tiny rock.
birthday inspiration?
Oh my god, I never used my birthday inspiration because we
We
missed
never
it.
had a
Okay.
session.
Then yeah, you can use it. Yeah.
Do you want to
Holy
burn
moly.
your? Do you want to burn it for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then don't screw up the reroll.
Please
Oh
don't.
god.
It's the remix.
Okay.
Most pressure
Come
I've
on.
ever felt in my life.
Come on. Come
Okay.
on, Ezzy. Come on.
17.
All right. So you see the giant scarab kind of reel up as the loud bang goes off in its face, and the sudden kind of thump on its carapace startles it. And actually, kind of turning away from the bang right in front of its face, it spins around and kind of begins to move off in this way, and then sees you two. What do you do?
Run.
Clang some shit together.
Wait,
book
maybe we
it.
should throw some more things at it to make it mad.
Why don't we
and then
clang
run.
stuff together? Make lots of noise.
Well, what if we scare it the other way? Like, bugs get scared easy usually, you
This
know?
is a bug that is bigger than us, though.
That is true, but it doesn't mean it doesn't behave like a bug.
Well, bugs
Elephants are
behave
bigger
like.
than you.
The elephant tried to kill us, and it had toes.
It also
It did not have
Okay.
toes.
And toes?
it had elephant toes. Anyway,
The
okay.
hands.
So as the scarab careens towards you, what do the two of you do?
We're gonna throw more shit at it. I'm gonna take another rock. I'm gonna chuck it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll throw some stuff.
All right, then both of you
Big
guys
rocks.
do just a standard unarmed.
Standard unarmed, baby.
Wait,
That +4, dirty 20. That +4 is just so sexy to me.
All right, yours smacks against his carapace as well.
oh wait, what did I roll?
Just an unarmed strike.
Oh yeah. A 5 perhaps.
All right, so both of you throw rocks at the creature. Why does it say you rolled a strength save?
Well, I accidentally clicked that one, but they have the same modifier,
Oh, okay then. Then yeah, we'll keep
so
it.
I just went with it.
Fair, yeah, okay. We'll keep it if it has the same modifier.
Oh,
Um,
Ripley, what are you doing?
so, Valvela, yours smacks against the scarab as it runs towards you guys. Ezekiel's just sort of lands with a puff of dust in the sand around it.
Yeah.
And the scarab, kind of now aware of you guys, is bounding towards you. It sort of is looking at Valbella, but it just kind of runs
Oh.
right over you, kicking up a massive cloud of dust.
We're booking it. We are booking it. We are booking.
Ripley, what are you doing?
Is it
That's-
chasing us or is it just booking it?
No, it
No.
looks like it's running from the noise.
It's running from the noise. It ran past you since you succeeded on the
Oh,
intimidation.
I'm
check.
gonna.
It
I'm gonna
ran sort of
take
right
more
over top of
rocks.
Ezekiel.
How many times, Ezekiel, is thaumaturgy a cantrip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ezekiel, I have an idea. We're gonna keep throwing rocks and making noises in the direction of the sinkhole.
Okay, like directly behind it,
No, like we're going
or like
to
I mean, like
guide it.
behind it, like in the direction we want it to go in.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
well,
if it's going down, we're
It's
gonna.
barreling off in the direction of the sinkhole.
No, yeah,
Well, we're
like let's
running,
wait
we're
a
running
minute
and
to see if we
going.
have to.
I'm gonna still pick up rocks and run after it.
Okay, so you scoop up a couple more rocks and chase off after the scarab as it runs in the direction of the sinkhole. Meanwhile,
Oh yeah.
Tsuntsulua and Lunat, you guys begin to follow these snake tracks. Now, you are not Valbella, who's the one who rolled the check to track these creatures. So you guys are gonna have to actually make another check. But since you're following a snake and it is Tsutsulia, I'll give if Tsutsulia does the check, it will have advantage.
Oh, cool. I'll do it then. What am I rolling?
Survival or nature, whichever one is higher. for you.
Okay, I
So
have
right,
plus
the,
2 to
okay,
nature. So. Alright, that is going to be an 18.
The remix.
I can roll again, but
Alright. So you follow these large sort of coil patterns in the sand for a bit of a distance away, and you can see Ezekiel and Valbella walking off in the other direction until they're just kind of tiny little specks on the horizon. But you don't get all that far from the sinkhole before you see coiled around along the base of one of the sand dunes in the distance. It's
Oh my
very
God.
large-looking cobra.
that's kind of scary looking.
Oh my
Oh.
god, that looks like it belongs in the ocean.
It looks like a Pokemon.
Baby, that
Oh,
is
it
the
does look like a
Loch Ness.
Pokemon.
Lunat, where are you? I need moral support. Lunat's dead.
No, you're muted if you're trying to talk, but otherwise.
Fuck!
That's always so
I'm
funny.
right here. So
Oh.
what's our game plan?
Okay, so
It's the remix.
this is out of character. I'm just telling you straight up. So,
Big snake.
yeah, I can speak snake. I have
Yeah, I know. I'm asking in
suggestion.
character.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, both in and out of character, that I have suggestion that only applies to snakes, I think. It just says I have it as an
It's the
innate spell, but I'm
remix.
pretty sure it was specified that I have it. only for snakes, even though it doesn't say it, but whatever. But I have innate animal friendship with snakes. And it's not like it doesn't give me an action to cast it, so I'm just assuming that the effects are just like that. And it just says the spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. So I could just walk up and be like, "Hey, dude," and I don't think by the way that this is set up, that I don't know. Do they have to make a save? It doesn't. It's not giving me an option.
Where are
On
you
my
reading
spell-
it from?
On my spell sheet, it says first level animal friendship at will. It's not giving me an option to put it on.
Animal friendship, yes,
Yes.
but animal friendship does have that wisdom save.
Okay. I was.
But you also have suggestion.
Oh wait,
in
is
your
it
second
because
level.
my spell slots are at second level? Because it's not giving me any spell slots at first level. Do I only have the 2 for second?
I think it's because all the things you know at a first level spell are given to you through other things.
Okay.
And so they're not actually using any of your spell slots in particular.
Okay.
They're
okay.
using alternative sources of using them. So animal friendship and speak with animals for snakes are at will for you.
Okay.
So that means you can repeat them whenever you want.
Okay,
and
okay,
not consume slots.
mind.
And then the other
I was
two are
about-
given to you. The other two are given to you by your Eldritch Invocations, which is why you're not seeing any spell slots there.
Okay.
And
That's
then you
what
have
was
spell slots
confusing
for
me.
your,
Never
for your
mind, never mind.
second levels, but you also, I
Yes.
think, suggestion is a part of your innate thing. I think you also know that one.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
just
Okay. So I could just cast animal friendship, and hope it's not a really wise snake.
Yeah, it does have a wisdom
And then
save, but
cast-
again, it's
yeah.
repeatable.
Okay. So.
Well, I'm going to.
I am
wait
just
back
gonna
here.
keep casting animal friendship on it until it works. Hold on, I have to be within
That
30
ain't
feet
how
of
it
it. So
works.
give me a second. I have
will
it
be in the
innately. I
range
can
ready
just
to blow
keep
it up.
fucking casting it.
Again, it would probably get the opportunity to do something before you cast it again,
Yeah.
just
well,
because of the way
still.
that turn orders tend to work. But you get a little bit closer as this snake was kind of curled up along the sand, and it kind of rears up and flares its hood as you approach. But then you cast Animal Friendship. So let's roll a Serpentine Wisdom roll.
Please don't be smart. Please don't be smart. Begging.
You want it to be like average smart.
Yeah, but well, my saving throw is pretty low, so.
It rolled a natural 1.
Yes! It's like
Yeah, it turns towards you. Hello there, my friend. Haven't seen you in ages.
starts talking Pooh Bear voice.
It creates 200 gold just to give it to you.
No,
Hey,
the,
dude.
the snake it was flaring up the hood, but you see it kind of relax as you kind of reassure it. Again, you're not. You do know speak with animals, so you can kind of you can do them both if you really want to, but technically you're not speaking to it right now.
Yeah.
But you see it kind of calm itself a little bit as you sort of make your way closer towards it. What do you do now?
Oh god, I didn't think this far. I guess try to talk to it.
Okay. Yeah, again, speak with animals for snakes is at will for you, so you can just do that if you want.
Yeah.
You
hold
calmed
on,
it, so
I'm-
it's not hostile. It's not trying to attack you. It's just kind of
Yeah.
waiting to see what you do next. So that gives you another opportunity to do something. And if you want to speak with animals yourself, then yeah.
Okay. I have a question. So, for whatever stats you're using for this monster, can it be charmed or not? I'm asking.
Yeah. Most creatures, unless there's some sort of strange spell cast or something like that, they are often able to be charmed.
I think it would be attacking if it wasn't, so.
Okay. Well, I'm asking for suggestion. Because
I would let you know if it couldn't be charmed. I would let you know.
I'm pretty sure animal friendship charms it.
Animal friendship. Oh yeah, it does. Oh,
Yeah, the fact
Yeah,
that it's
do you
making
wanna
a
listen
save.
to
is-
Charmed by
Sure.
you for
is
the
a
spell's
charm.
duration, and the spell lasts for 24 hours.
Yeah, I'll let you know if anything isn't charmable by your spells, but
If
You're
I
good
I will
to-
cast,
also say I went to look up the condition, and apparently, Charmed gives you advantage on social checks against it.
Now, technically, it's
So-
not charmed by Lunette, so
I
Yeah.
know. I'm staying back here.
this
I'm
thing
just
could
saying.
still swallow Lunette whole if it wanted to. But it is sort of cautiously waiting for you to do something next, Cecilia, as it's not really
Okay.
sure what to think of you. What do you do?
would it be weird if I cast suggestion back to back with it? It's like kind of
No,
kinda
right
want-
now, right now it thinks you're friendly, but it won't necessarily do what you tell it to do. If you wanted to sort of bring it under your will,
I'm
that would
gonna
be
yeah.
another step, but it requires another save. Otherwise, it will just stay friendly.
Okay.
I won't reverse them all if you fail the second spell. It still stays
So-
friendly, but if
okay.
you wanted to force it to do something, then you could
Yeah.
you could suggest.
Okay, I'm gonna cast suggestion on it. It
Alright.
says the duration is. Oh yeah, well it says duration concentration up to 8 hours. Does that mean I have to concentrate to cast it?
Yeah, but your other one doesn't require concentration, so the other
Okay.
one stays active. It's only concentration only drops if you are injured, and you fail a save, or if you cast another
Oh, shit.
concentration spell.
Ignore the nat 20 I just rolled for a deck save.
Well, I hope
Whoops.
it doesn't.
That was an
roll high.
accident.
We'll pocket that.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
I'm going to have it make
it's another wisdom saving throw.
another wisdom save.
Yeah.
All right, that was a 7, which does not beat your 13.
Bet. Okay. So now
So-
it's. Yep.
You can suggest a course of action which it will attempt to pursue during the period. We'll say that they'll say that you cast Speak with Animals too, because I think it
Yeah.
it needs to understand you. So we'll skip past that.
Yeah.
It's a snake, so you can talk to it.
Cool.
As for the course of action, it just can't be obviously harmful to it.
Yeah.
You can't tell it to
Hey,
jump
Go
onto
jump
a
in that
sword.
pit right now. Yeah.
Well, if it doesn't know the pit's bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, hey dude, follow us. There's oh, what the fuck would a snake want?
eat me either.
Huh? What?
Maybe condition to not eat me either, because it's not charmed.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think you need to want anything, because
Yeah.
It's a sentence or two, and it's a specific course of action. So it's not just gonna.
Okay.
It's not like making a million genie wishes. This is a little more specific.
Okay. So I'll just be like, follow us, and also don't hurt Lunette. That one over there.
Well, it would be following you guys, and so
Yeah.
it would not be commanded to strike anything. So it wouldn't strike anything.
Yeah. So I will
It's,
just tell it
pursuing
to
the course
follow.
of action. It's not just gonna start doing other things in addition to that course of action.
Okay. So it's
the
it's
one
gonna
sentence
follow.
will suffice.
Yep.
Hey.
All right. The snake just kind of hisses out a sort of guttural yes as it begins to kind of slither across the sand, kicking up dust down from sort of its perch on top of this dune off towards you.
I use the murmur ring to talk to Lunette. I'm like, this is really fucking cool. I'm so fucking cool. Lunette, look at how cool I am, Lunette.
So
I think I picked the right team here.
So, you have this snake in tow, and it pursues you. It follows along behind you as you make your way back towards the sinkhole. And as you progress along the desert towards the sinkhole, you begin to see, again, those silhouettes in the distance of Bella and Ezekiel. But something else is also moving along with
Oh
them.
god.
You know, just a giant fucking scarab.
Cecilio?
I bet Lunette is really happy she went with me now.
Cecilio?
Yeah, what's up?
Why did we not consider what happens if we both get it?
I've been
Well,
sitting here
honestly, I don't
the
really
entire
trust
time
Swallow.
just waiting for this.
Wait.
I'm like, if they both succeed,
I was
then this is gonna be
expecting
funny.
both of us Wait, but I was expecting both.
Well,
of
now
us
he
to
has his
succeed.
choice of
So,
big things to eat.
No,
Cecilia,
of course. One of them
Cecilia,
is completely under control.
Cecilia and Lunette, in the distance, as this giant serpent follows behind you, you see this cloud of sand being kicked up as a massive scarab beetle runs its way towards you guys. And then, as you kind of squint and examine a little more closely, you see Valbella and Ezekiel chasing off behind. Valbella just sort of pelting it with stones as they
Oh
run.
my god.
Yes, I
Valbella
think you may get to keep your snake.
Valbella and Ezekiel, as you guys chase after your scarab, in the distance you kind of look past the cloud of dust and you can see not just two humanoid figures, but behind them a very large snake. So, as the two of you collide, what do you do?
I think we just wait back
Keep
here.
going.
Yeah, I
The
think we
snake-
just wait, honestly.
The beetle can attack us,
Yeah.
the snake can't, so I think we just let it go
Yeah,
in the pit
we
and
just
keep the
wait.
snake.
Uh-huh. Then the snake's friendly to me, so even... Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. They can just do their thing. And
You get
then-
to keep your snake.
I do get to
I'm throwing
keep...
a rock.
Pet snake, pet snake, pet snake.
For 8 hours.
For... Yes.
Well, actually, no, it'll still not be hostile for the next 24.
Yeah, so for a whole day I get a pet snake. Oh boy.
So as you guys make your way sort of back towards the sinkhole, you can actually see that the scorpion has actually sort of submerged itself in the sand once more.
Oh.
How do we
So
get it to...
the
Throw a rock in the sinkhole.
the scarab is sort of running along actually towards these two. It's gonna actually, it has no reason to go down into the sinkhole, so it's gonna kind of go along the edge of it as you guys chase after it.
Big fucking noise. Like, so I'm gonna take a collection of rocks and I'm just gonna throw it at it.
Ezekiel, you could repeat the noise if you wanted to try to redirect it.
Yeah, I'll
although
do
rocks
that.
are gonna do much at this point.
I'll make another noise.
Okay,
Like-
then just make another intimidation check.
Okay.
Taking all that we can get.
And tell me what you got, because you don't have the extension.
13.
A 13. Alright. I'm gonna give the beetle a con save against that 13. That was a nat one, alright.
Nice.
Yay.
Oh, the beetle,
God.
the beetle
Alright,
directly runs into the hole.
Stupid fucking beetle. So as it careens
Stupid fucking
towards
Cobra, stupid fucking
as it-
beetle.
As it careens towards Cecilia and Lunette, you guys hear this loud bang, I assume from this direction, to kind of redirect it, Ezekiel. But you can ping where you want the bang to occur, as you guys slowly chase after it.
Hold on. Wait, how do I ping?
You just click and hold down where you want the thing to
Okay,
There you
kind of like here, so it's kind of like in front, but also like
Yeah, so that it
opposite of
redirects
the
it.
sinkhole.
I
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, so with a successful intimidation, the loud bang occurs again, and you see the beetle kind of rear up and grind to a halt before it immediately moves off to the side. And it kind of begins to head down into the sinkhole. It's not heading towards the center, but it's kind of along the edges.
What did the scorpion say his name was?
Skabrak.
Skabrak, we've got dinner. Skabrak. I didn't
Actually,
hear this other
as the beetle makes its way partially down and it's kicking up sand, and even as it runs, it's kind of trembling the earth a little bit. You actually see the entire sinkhole begin to swirl like a whirlpool.
Bro, the chest.
Skabrak, we made the deal. We
Is the
made
rope
the
still there?
deal.
Yeah, the rope is still kind of dangling, but I think you guys just dropped the rope on this end, so you didn't detach it from the chest, but
Okay,
it's
cool.
just sort of
I'm gonna
lying there
run-
loose.
I'm gonna run
The
to
rope!
the rope and pull it. Yankee, give it a Yankee Doodle Dandy. That
You
shit.
see parts of the sand kind of now cascading down the side of it begin to sort of submerge parts of the scarab as this sand begins to swirl, and it can't quite keep its footing as it begins to get dragged towards the center of the sinkhole as this massive whirlpool of sand swirls around it. And as it reaches the center, you see Scabrak's tail pierce up out of the sand and actually hit sort of a softer underpart of its carapace. And it stabs right through, and you see the giant scarab kind of shudder for a moment as the poison begins to set in. And then it just sort of falls to the sand, kind of half submerged. And then you see Scabrak kind of return, re-emerging from the sand, kind of shaking some of it off of him as he examines his prey.
Great, cool. We've fulfilled our end of the deal. I'm gonna yank the chest.
Scabrak notices the trembles as you begin to kind of drag this chest back up along the sand, and he actually, with one of his big pincers, just grabs around the entire chest like a big lobster claw, and just scuttles his way up along the sand.
Aww.
Aww.
Wait, that's so kind of him.
And he places the chest at your feet.
Oh, thank you. He can't understand me, can he?
No.
I just give a little bow.
Can I try to get his attention and gesture wildly at the snake behind me?
Why are you
Um,
trying to give up your snake?
With
Bro!
with
What the
the
fuck are we supposed to do with it?
with the angle that you're at, you'd have to get closer. He is not submerged in the sand, so
The betrayal the snake is going to
I think-
feel.
I I think if you want to get closer, it will be able to see you. But where you are right now, at the angle, it won't be able to tell. that you're
Okay,
there.
hold on. I'm gonna run up to the edge and like just be like, yo, please, I got this thing. It follows me.
As suggested to it, it's continuing to follow you.
Oh.
But the snake now at the edge, Scabrak can see the snake too. But the snake can see Scabrak.
Oh
The
no.
snake can also see a deceased scarab at the bottom of the sinkhole with a large,
okay.
gaping, dripping wound
That's
in its
fine.
torso. So I will say sending the snake down there will be considered harm's way.
I'm not sending the snake down there. I'm gonna stand here.
Scabrak is not really sure how to react to what you're attempting to do. So you see his tail just kind of sway back and forth, waiting for you to do something.
What the fuck am I supposed
I don't know. It's not my job to tell you what to do.
Bro!
He's got food. He didn't order 2 dishes.
Yeah, as you kind of watch him, Scabrak kind of waited for a moment to see what you were going to do, but while you just sort of stand there and stare at him with this giant snake, he just kind of begins to, with his giant pincers, just tear into part of the scarab's carapace, just pulling meat loose and shoveling it into his mouth.
If I cast speak with animals, would the snake be able to understand me as well as Skabrak?
I would say it probably also qualifies. It's again at the outer limit of a beast, but I would say it also qualifies.
Fuck.
Since
so
it's
if I
since it's
tried to
counting as a
speak to
snake,
them-
I would say it technically counts as
Right.
a beast too.
If I were to speak to both of them at the same time, he
They
would
wouldn't be able to
hear.
understand each other, but you could understand both of them potentially.
Just, hey, what are you gonna do about this snake? What do you mean? Snake's just like, what the fuck?
The snake's talking to me and he's like, what the fuck did you bring me here for?
I don't think speak with animals is not targeted, is it? It's just
No.
it's on you, so it's just any beast in your area. So it's not specifically picking a beast and talking with them. It's any beast in the area. So it would count for both of them, yes. Potentially might have counted for the scarab too, but he's a little past that point.
I mean, really, Suts, you've got a free snake for 8
What
hours.
the fuck am I
Worst,
supposed to do?
worst case scenario, just cast suggestion again and tell it to go away.
Tell it
Oh,
to live a
okay.
good
You know
life.
what? Never mind. That's a good idea. All
Tell
right.
it
Yeah,
Tell
you
it
can
live a
just
good
tell
life.
it to leave.
But I have to wait until the first suggestion. wears
Do
off.
you? No, it's concentration. You could just. I assume you. I don't think you can
Casting-
change the suggestion.
No,
but you
I
can
can
just
only.
make
Hey,
you
hold
can't
on. I
again.
can only cast it once per long rest.
Yeah,
So-
since suggestion is your higher level one, it works on a not on an at will basis, I don't think, for you, Auntie. But yeah. But if you did have another slot or something like that, if you were trying to cast another of the same concentration spell for future reference, anyone who has concentration spells, it overrides the previous one with a new one. So if you were trying to resuggest, it would stop following your old one and have to make that save again to follow the new one.
Okay,
If
wait.
it
so
succeeded
if I,
on that save, it would now be not under the influence of either.
Wait, so can
'Cause
I
you
try
dropped
it
the old
now?
one. No, because you can do it once per long rest.
Oh,
And you can't
That's
change
why.
the suggestion,
But
can you?
let's say this was a spell slot spell and you had an extra spell slot and we're trying to do it again, then you
I
could,
see.
but you are dropping the old one to cast the new one. So if you failed the second time, it would
I
no longer
see.
be under
I
either.
see.
If
Okay.
just to explain how that works in case that comes up again in the future.
What
Great.
are we going to do with this big ass snake?
So yes, you have a snake, and Scabrak is pleased. He has dropped the chest at Valbella's feet. What do you do now?
Hey
You-
guys.
You
we have a
can't
pet.
just you can't park the snake.
I mean, I told it to follow us. It's gonna follow us.
Oh. No stop button on that one. Oh, that's
I mean, no.
that is a shame.
I mean, if I talked to it and I was like, "Hey, bro, can you not?" I don't know if that would work. Yeah, if I tell the snake to stop, would it stop?
At any
Or does
point,
the
you can.
suggestion override the?
Any concentration spell can be dropped at any point. So if you wanted it to stop following you, you could do so. It would
Oh, okay,
remain
great.
friendly to you because it still has the friendly thing on it. But
Okay.
it would drop that, and you would then not be able to do anything else until you long
Okay.
rested. But
Okay.
I'm going
Yeah,
to get away
concentration-
from the snake.
concentration can be dropped at any time if you don't no longer want it up. It doesn't have to
Okay.
be forced to be dropped. It doesn't have to wait for the time limit. It is something that you are actively concentrating on, so
Oh.
you can just go, nope, I don't want that anymore, and dispel it.
Okay. All right, so I dropped my concentration.
All right. Then the snake is still just kind of sitting here. It doesn't have anything else it wants to do. It's still friendly towards you. It's
Okay.
not, but it is no longer going to follow you if you walk around. You can still
Okay.
speak with it. You're still friendly to it.
All right, I go, "Hey, dude, free show," and then walk away.
All right. Yeah, the snake watches for a moment and then just sort of begins to slither in the opposite direction, not wanting anything to do with the pointy end of Skybrak's tail.
Oh, that
Hey,
was
guys.
easy. Why didn't you try that earlier?
What?
I mean, you were just complaining. What do I do with the snake? You could have just told it to go away.
Shut the fuck up, Lunette. Who asked?
I mean,
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
technically couldn't tell it to go away, but
Well,
Yeah.
she doesn't know that. All she saw was like, it goes peace and it leaves. So.
fair enough. So the chest now sitting at Valbella's feet, and the cracking of a giant scarab carapace in the distance. What do you do?
Let's get the
Open
fuck out of here.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
wait.
want to look in the chest.
It's not our chest.
Look
But-
in the chest.
I want to
Actually,
look
wait.
in
I do
it.
have a lawful alignment.
I don't. I look
Now,
at
this is the only time you care.
So the chest does have a lock on it.
Alright, beat that lock off.
No, dude, if we bring
I
it
mean,
back to her and the lock's knocked
she-
off, what the fuck do you think she's gonna think?
Oh no, we
okay,
could
we'll
say
beat
it was
the rest
already
of the box
damaged.
up a little bit. We'll be like, oh, look at the scorpion hurt your box so much. Isn't that so tragic? Anyways, here. What if there's something really cool inside? What if there's drugs inside? What then, huh?
You
what,
really
while
want
they're-
another
While
drug
they're debating
experience?
this, I'm going to open the chest.
I am going to just.
How are you
So
going
I'm
to
just
open the
going to
chest?
walk
Tell
away.
me how you do it.
I'm going to smack it with
Good
my warhammer.
question. It's just a lock, correct?
Famous
I
last
imagine
words.
this lock has
Just a
been
lock.
drilled. It's a mimic.
It just
Surprise.
blows up when you
Damn,
unlock
it's a
it.
mimic.
So what are you attempting to do? Just let me know.
Is it just a lock, like a straight up like dingy ass
So-
rusty lock?
It's covered in dust, but and sand, but it doesn't look old. It's not rusted.
I'm trying to look to see. Could I just try to fucking... Anybody got... No,
Bash
none of
the
us...
lock off? Yeah, you could attempt that.
Yeah, I think...
Whack it with my
I
warhammer.
think I'm just gonna take the end of my Morningstar and just crack it right against that
Yeah,
that lock.
This is not a party that has any thieves tools, I don't think. So
Nope.
seems
If
like
we
your only
still had our
option.
satyr friend here.
You lost the rogue, so bashing it open it is. All right, so I won't make you make any rolls to do that because it's a stationary target. So you'll eventually hit it, and there's no point in us wasting that time. But you reel back and smash your Morningstar into the lock. Make a con save for me.
Oh, delightful. I love it. Con save? Okay. 16. I thought that was a 1. It's a 16.
All right.
I still have to take a shower because I work tomorrow. Fun fact. Oh,
As
this.
you smash your Morningstar into the lock, you feel a jolt of electricity surge along the Morningstar and up your entire arm. As you take, that was a successful save, so you take only 11 points of lightning damage.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! That's like almost.
So the rest of you, as soon as Valbella connects with the lock, you just see her sort of straighten up and stiffen as a surge of electricity goes right through her.
Wow, you guys have no idea what it's like being right all the time, like me. Crazy.
I'm still not giving this back without opening it.
So glad.
You can go
you're
ahead and get
more-
electrocuted if you want.
Well, there's other ways to open a box.
It's open,
to
isn't it?
you.
It's open. It is literally open.
It is not.
Wait.
Oh,
As
it's
you
not?
Yeah, it's
as
not
you
fucking
examine the lock after you recover from being electrocuted, the lock looks perfectly unharmed.
You know what? I'm
Great.
just gonna take it by the handle and I'm gonna carry it back to the girl.
No, no,
I'm
no,
not-
no.
I am back. What was in the box?
No, it's
Guys, new
11
plan,
points
new
of
plan.
electricity damage.
What?
No, 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 hear me out. What if we
Technically
took
22.
something?
I'm sorry, are you telling me Lynette took a step back and just watched this chest fucking explode? Or
What
something?
if I took...
She tried to smash the
Ezekiel,
lock
I
off
don't
and
think
it
that it's going
electrocuted
to
her.
be like. I literally took almost half my health and damage.
Ezekiel, if you want to
Mm.
die to a fucking chest,
I'm
be my
I'm
guest.
not even.
Well,
I am
but
just
that's
taking
the
it back to the
lock.
girl.
What if we
Yeah,
destroy the
I don't want to open it anymore.
Yeah, I'm
we
just
could,
gonna take
but
it
we
back
could
to the
try
girl.
and
Well, actually, I
opening it
didn't.
through the chest part, not the lock part.
Why do you want to open the chest?
Because why does she want it so bad?
She's
No, I-
traveling.
as-
What if it's like something private? What
As far as I am
We can
concerned,
put through all this business to get it for her, and for what?
She's gonna pay us.
Okay,
if we-
well, maybe whatever's in here is more valuable. Did you think about
What
that?
if we get it to her
Highly
and
doubt
she
it.
decides that we can have anything in the chest that we want without the
That's
electricity
not what's gonna
damage?
happen.
We don't know unless we take it to her.
well, I don't
So
want
I'm
to
just
get
gonna go-
Why
I'm
is
just
this
gonna go.
even an argument?
I'm
Why
just gonna
can't we
go.
just bring
I'm
the
just gonna
chest back?
go. I'm just
No.
gonna go.
It's going to be okay. We don't
Julie's
have to
already
rob
walking away.
on our quest givers.
All right, so you want to drag the chest along behind you as you make your way back to Kasana?
Yes.
Very well. Then, around 2 hours later, at about an hour and a half, you can see the outline of the rocks in the distance, as well as the very top of that very tall tree at the center of Kasana. And then, a little short while after, you make your way back between the rocky pass and back into Kasana Oasis. It is a little bit later in the day. You spent sort of maybe 4.5 hours out here. So it's now sort of past midday and in the afternoon.
Bro, Elizabeth didn't come with us. Fake.
You never
Big
asked him
friend.
to?
Did she just stand there for
Where was
4.5 hours?
Oh, no, sorry. She's gone. Didn't see her over there. As you arrive back in Kasana, dragging that chest behind you, where are you headed?
To give this back, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm
So it
going
doesn't
straight to the
murder
lady
us.
that asked us to get it.
I am
Alright.
also doing that.
Then you wind your way back around the crystalline pool at the center of Kasana and over to the cave that marks the inn, the Carefree Camel.
Oh, it was named after Pancake, you guys.
Sure.
That's the only camel.
That's
yeah,
it,
no
there's
other
only one
camels exist.
camel.
Yep.
As we all know.
Yep.
I can't believe Pancake invented being a camel. Crazy.
Yeah, he was the first ever.
Not like other camels.
Yeah,
So you
he's
make your way,
built.
you make your way back into the Carefree Camel, where the the woman is still where you left her, still drinking at the bar.
Alright, chest time.
Noel!
Got
We
your
have-
shit.
We do indeed have your shit.
Noelle kind of squints a little bit and sort of turns her head towards you.
No bad night.
She's wobbling slightly, but she says, "Yeah, what's that? You got my chest?"
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that kind of snaps her to attention. She's looked a little bit out of
I-
it, but she's paying attention now. What were you gonna say?
I throw it at her feet. She's gonna whip out a fucking key that magically opens the goddamn lock, and all the damage that I took is gonna be for nothing, and I'm gonna be upset about it, but I'm gonna have deserved it.
Well, excellent foreshadowing. Looking rather excited, Noelle sort of pulls a necklace out from under her shirt and then loops it over her head. And then you see her sort of slot a small key into the lock. And with a click, the chest opens and you can kind of see her examine. She starts to sort of rub a bunch of sand out of the way. And it kind of piles along on the floor as she's trying to
I'm going to
clean
watch
some
her
of it
do
out.
this.
but she swings the chest open, and inside you can see just piles of gold, including bracelets covered in jewels, small little tiaras.
So,
So payment.
Yeah,
We had
right.
to fight a fucking a
Yes.
scorpion for this.
Scorpion, you say? Yeah, well,
named Gabrak.
had a name?
It had a name,
How did
and
you...
it demanded a live sacrifice for your chest. I had to chase. I
Noelle-
had to chase.
When you say live sacrifice, you see Noelle eyes dart back up and just kind of scan the lot of you, and you see her hand just kind of count 1, 2, 3, 4.
We tried to sacrifice, so it's
We
full
had
one
to
take it.
chase a beetle and a giant scorpion. Just saying.
Yeah, all right. Of course, I'll reward you. Whew. This is quite a relief to have this back. Wasn't going to be able to pay that debt without it.
Hmm.
How much is
what
how-
debt?
yeah? How much is your debt?
Well, honestly, I don't really know. Just trying to get as much as possible.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good type of debt to
Right.
have. The type you
She
don't
actually
know how much
she
after.
actually kind of sits there and thinks about it for a second. Then she goes, and she flips up the eye patch, and she just has sort of an empty socket where her eye should be. And she says,
I mean, I kind of figured.
she says, "How much do you think this is worth?" She points at the empty socket.
What?
I'd say at least 5.
Yeah, at least 5.
It's probably more than 5 gold.
That's why I said at least.
It's 5 gold. I would have got it back a long time ago.
Get it back? It's still good?
She just kind
He
of
just
stares
gives
at
back
you.
a rotting eye.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Okay.
Wait, so are you telling me somebody's holding your eye for hostage, or like, are they promising they're gonna give you a new eye?
No. See, a while back, I was in a lot of trouble. I needed help out of it, and well, someone showed up, and they did a really darn good job of helping me out of it. But they needed payment, and I didn't have any gold at that point. And this is what they wanted. She just points at her eye.
Well, I hope they have it in good condition for you.
No, listen, I'm no PhD haver here, but I feel
No,
like
you're not.
someone who takes an eyeball's acceptance for isn't. So never mind. You know what? That's fine. This is
The
not my
bad.
business.
He's a bad.
This is
person.
Dungeons and Dragons, baby.
Well, it's not like he took a knife to it. He just sort of took it. I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
I think
magically
it is.
stolen.
I think it is perfectly fine.
You know
Now
what?
for
This is your
payment.
business.
You know
Yeah,
what? Yeah,
this
that's
is
your
not our
problem. Our
business.
problem is your money.
Oh well. Now I kind of feel bad.
Listen,
Maybe-
where'd you lot say you came from?
Oh.
All over.
Oh, all over, you know.
The north.
I was just wondering if you'd seen. Well, got to find the debt collector after all. Just wondering if you'd seen him, but y'all don't seem too eager to tell me where you're from. So I suppose it's all right. I'll find him eventually.
Well, it's not that we don't. I mean, we are all from different places. That's why we're being so vague.
Well, I was
It's a
just
long
asking-
answer.
Just ask him where you traveled from before you got here.
Oh,
Alzar.
Alzar.
It's been a while since I've been there. Tell me, you didn't happen to see. How do I describe him? Sort of an older man dressed in. I suppose sort of nobleman's garb, but walked with a limp. Like his bones were
We-
crooked.
I feel like we've shut the
Oh
fuck
my
up.
god, shut the fuck up.
I feel like we have heard this description for someone before.
Have we?
I'm getting deja vu from it.
I mean, maybe, but I have watched Arcane, so
Yeah. I don't feel like we've met anyone like that.
I don't know.
I
I don't know
don't-
if
I
we've
don't-
met.
because I don't
I don't
Jay,
think
remember.
we've heard about
Jay,
them. Jay?
Resident Charlemagne.
Um,
Resident
Jay?
Skeleton?
No,
Jay?
you have not run into a person who had walked with a limp because their bones were crooked. No, you have not.
That's what, yeah.
Okay, great. I'm gonna write that down. Hold on.
No.
Give me
can't
a
say we
second.
have.
Pulling out my notes out.
I mean, I can't say I have.
Sorry, I'm
but
kind
if
of
you
feeling.
keep it-
I don't know. I have an idea.
All right, well, it's worth a shot. Yeah, all right, your reward. She begins to kind of rifle through the chest. All right, and yeah, there's 4 of you. Just kind of begins to count something up.
Did you actually have coin props on hand for that?
What?
Who?
Coin?
I thought I heard.
I wasn't
What?
doing it.
I thought I heard like coins clicking.
Nope.
Oh.
No, hold on. Let me pull out my wallet. I'll jangle some coins around.
What the fuck did I just hear?
Guys, Lynette's going insane.
Yeah.
You're going insane. Fuck you.
You're literally having auditory hallucinations.
I'm the only sane
It's
one
just-
here.
It's just that immersive. That's how
Yeah.
immersed we are right now in the world.
It's
Yeah,
actually
just really, really immersive.
Jay's and your walls making noises just to
Yeah,
add to
just
the
for
ambiance.
immersion.
She hands you guys a sort of a jeweled tiara, and she says, "This should be worth about 80 gold if you sell it."
Don't we still have the jewel that I have from the bird god thing?
You do.
Oh my god.
Oh
bird.
shit!
We
All right,
still
we're gonna
have
be
to
rich.
sell both of those. Oh my god.
Well, listen, we still have to talk to merchants about Knowles, so I feel like if
Well, do we
No.
really have to do that?
Ezekiel, you don't have to if you don't want to.
So she hands you the tiara, and then she actually rifles around in a satchel that she has on her side and says, "Here, something else for you too." And she pulls out a small little bottle filled with a red liquid. Here, this should help you out if you're traveling around the desert some more.
Drinks immediately.
What
Healing
is it?
potion.
Drinks immediately.
Healing potion. Do not drink it.
Guys.
Do not drink it.
I just want to
Please.
clarify. It didn't look like that chest had like 2,000 gold or something, right? We're not like getting ripped off here with like 1%, are we?
No,
You know what? She can keep it to
gold-wise-
get her eyeball back.
Yeah,
Gold-wise,
I,
it was sort of had a bunch of gold kind of lining the bottom of it, but there's a bunch of sort of items in it too. Hard to estimate the
Okay.
exact value of
I
it.
kind of feel bad taking
Can
any.
I estimate
I-
the
yeah.
value?
I too feel
Can
bad
I
because she
appraise the
lost.
chest?
Can I
Um,
appraise?
we
This
can
is
try-
Pawn Stars now.
Yeah, can I appraise how much she's got in there, considering I know artifact?
What she has isn't particularly artifacts, but I say because it's you, you can attempt it. Otherwise, it'd be very difficult
Oh.
to
Bet. Yeah, what am I rolling?
do. Make a history or investigation. They're probably
I got a
similar
plus 4 to
value frames,
both.
but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, just.
I'll
pick
go
one.
history. I haven't rolled that in a while. I got a
I-
17.
All right. That's insufficient, but you get the sense that she does have quite a lot of money in this chest. You estimate that the value is probably pretty high.
Hmm.
Between the coins that are in there, she probably has at least maybe a couple hundred coins in there, as well as another couple hundred in items. As for the actual
Yeah.
numerical value, hard to say.
80 for a
Okay,
couple
well,
hundred. that's
80's
fair.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to make
wasn't
sure we
gonna- I
weren't doing
wasn't
the
gonna-
equivalent
yeah.
of like returning 400 grand and like, oh, I've got a 50 for you.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna press her for more anyways.
Yeah.
The potion she has given you also kind of looks like it's a little bit nicer than some of the potions you saw in Al-Zahar. It's kind of has a rather ornate looking bottle.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's probably
So
not
as the
just
person with the
some typical-
lowest AC, I will hold the bottle.
No.
I thought
don't
you were
want-
fine. You have so many spells in your spell arsenal. I thought
I-
you were
I don't
fine.
want. I
Well,
don't
I
want to
do
fight
have-
you for it.
A healing spell, but only a little bit.
Maybe don't be weak.
Maybe don't be weak. That wasn't even targeted at you.
Maybe I'm mocking him. You don't know.
Oh, true. So facts. So slay.
She wasn't.
You don't know either. What do you mean?
So Noelle
This
just sort
is
of
much
begins
more
to.
mockable.
She cleaned a little bit of the sand up, but now she locks the chest back up again. What do you guys do?
What time of day is it?
Again, it's sort of mid-afternoon. It's not too late towards the evening, but it's also not. It's not early in the afternoon. It's kind of maybe 4ish.
Oh. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to some merchants about the gnolls.
You
guys
I
wanna
will
see-
come with.
Okay, if you guys want to see if you can peddle that for cash, that'd be great.
Sure.
Anyway, so Lunette, we're going to obviously talk to Leandro first, duh,
Of course.
and then we're gonna talk to everybody else.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Of course. No, I should have known.
Sie, wat are we
This is what you
doing?
I think we're trying to sell the thing she just gave us.
Dope. Okay, let us go.
Not
so
the
that-
potion, the tiara.
Yes, the tiara
Oh,
and
Okay, not the
Sure.
potion, not the potion.
the jewel that she gave us and the jewel that I stole from the
The corpse. Yeah.
Yes.
That brings us
Okay.
back to the markets as you make your way out of the cooler cave where the carefree camel is,
Mm,
and back to the bazaar where the merchants are still working for the day. It's not too late for them.
I need to go find out where I can sell this. Izzy, come on.
Sorry, my thing is freezing.
No, you're so valid.
It's all
I'm just
good.
gonna really quick.
Guess we'll just move down
Leandro-
in a line.
I'm just really quickly gonna ask Leandro where he thinks I should sell this, because he's got more.
That's
I'm
a
gonna
good
hold out
idea.
both pieces to him and be like, "Hey, yo, where am I selling this at?"
Uh-huh.
He examines them kind of one at a time and says, "Well, these do look relatively valuable. I would try either. The general store will have probably the most amount of coin on him, but perhaps the weapons merchant as well." I would not try to sell a tiara or some sort of. What is this? Some sort of gem? Where did you find this?
Not important.
Stole it! Cecilia yells
Need-
from the other stall.
Need
That's
to
not true.
know. Anyway, so the general store or
Are they magical?
I cast detect magic on them.
The tiara does not appear to be magical. The orb that you plucked from the bird's eye does have a faint glow.
Maybe we should see what that does before we sell it.
If only one of us had identify. Crazy.
I mean,
Oh.
if only that person wasn't 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay, we will examine. If it is magical, what should we do with it?
Well, I wouldn't be so eager to sell something magical, especially not in a smaller town like this. You probably won't get the full value for it. And of course, if it's magical, it could have some sort of other use that you want to use it for. Just something to consider before you sell it.
Okay. I take it over. We're gonna take it over to the
Lynette-
gang.
Lynette did learn Identify from the statues that you found in the desert. It was written. The spell was
Wait.
written in the book.
Wait, so you weren't being sarcastic? Wait, what? God?
The statues that you found in the desert, one of them had a book in front of them, and
Yep,
think it was the elven
remember.
statue.
Jay,
The
Jay, you
fans,
don't have
ladies
to
and
rub it in.
gentlemen.
Jay, Jay,
I'm telling the
remember it.
chat. I'm
Stand.
telling the chat. I'm telling the chat. There was a statue that had inscribed in it a spell that Lunette learned, which was Identify.
Yep, rubbing it in. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So Cecilia and Lunette are at the carrot shop apparently,
Yeah.
Hey, he stopped there. I'm just following.
and
Or
the
I was
others
just gonna go in a line.
the others approach you.
Oh, hello, Vapella. Hello, Ezekiel.
We need you to help us identify what
Oh my
magic
God.
this has.
You guys go do that. Can we?
Yes, this will take a few minutes, and I'm
okay.
going. I'll be here with it.
All right.
Let me see
I'm
it.
gonna stay with her.
So romantic. What?
I know
Okay.
Ezekiel doesn't want to talk about Knowles, so he's going to third wheeling. I hope you know.
cannot think of anything less romantic than staring at somebody casting an Identify spell.
Bro,
know.
I've been pondering my orb for real.
Be pondering the orb. Let's go.
Pondering the orb.
Pondering the orb is a solitary action. Everybody who ponders orbs knows that.
Not if you're romantic enough.
Yeah, it's like really romantic to ponder an orb.
You can share
together,
company with
Jay.
someone you love without having
This
to
is how we
interact.
know that they've never truly pondered an orb before.
So
They're
true.
inexperienced, and their inexperience is
That's
frankly
why-
it's showing
See,
right
That's
now.
why I was being sarcastic.
As
'cause I
a
ponder my
centuries
orb
old
all the
lich, as a centuries old lich, we understand what pondering orbs is around here. Their experience,
Or you're
their
just really
inexperience is
lonely,
showing.
Jay. Jay,
Yeah, it sounds to me like you don't
you
have someone
sounds
to
like
ponder
you
orbs
don't have
with.
someone to ponder an orb with.
Maybe get
Does nobody like skeletons? Be honest.
oh,
It's the inverse,
Undertale has
actually.
told us otherwise.
No!
It's the
shut
exact
up!
inverse. Yes, I was gonna say. The exact
don't
opposite.
speak that here.
So what do the others do while you ponder your orb?
Well, I'm asking, How do you pronounce her first name? Because I'm reading it and I don't want to butcher it.
You mean Hazabel?
It's Hesabel.
Hazabel, I was close.
Just Jezebel.
Yeah,
with
so
an
I'm
H.
gonna ask Hesabel if she's heard anything about Nola tax caravans. What are you laughing at?
I'll get that. I'll
The thing in
talk in
chat.
the chat. We'll
Oh,
get
I
that
see it.
implemented eventually. Don't worry. Forgot to do that, but I'll work on it. Been busy on other campaign stuff. So
Why would
what
we
are you
give the
asking,
DM
Hesabel?
advantage?
For fun.
We're going to implement a system that uses channel points to inspire either a player or me.
That's so good.
Yep.
So just be prepared for that to eventually get added.
Well,
what are
it's
you
definitely gonna
asking?
happen before we end.
What are you asking, Hesabel?
I'm asking her if she's heard anything about Nola attacks on caravans.
Null attacks. I can't say that I have personally, but I came from the south, so you could ask Uncia. She tends to know what's going on around town.
Where can I find her?
She points right past you, and you kind of spin to follow her hand. She's pointing at the giant tree.
Oh, cool.
Right now that'd be on the very
Of
far
course.
side of the pool.
Okay. All right. Guess I'll go take a look. Thanks for the info.
Happy to help. Come
All
on
right,
by if
guys.
you're looking for some food.
Can do. All right, guys. We gotta go to the tree.
Garrett.
Ezekiel, don't you love trees? Because that's where birds are. Come on, Ezekiel, let's go to the tree.
It's like trying to get the attention of a puppy.
Yeah.
I guess maybe I'll come.
Okay.
All right. So you wind your way, I guess, north around the pool at the center of Kisana.
Yeah.
And wrapping your way back around, you begin to head east and then a little bit south. As you make your way toward the giant tree that towers over everything. Just give me one sec.
Jay, how much longer do you think we might be going for?
I was actually going to ask you guys, since we're right at 10 right now, right when I finish what I'm doing right now, I was going to consult what you guys thought. So, do you guys want to keep going for another half an hour to make this a 3-hour session? Or do you want to wrap up here, since this is the time when we normally stop on Sundays.
Yeah.
I think I might need to cook pizza soon.
But if you did want to go
Yeah.
and make this the 3-hour session instead of a 2.5, then we could, but because we started half an hour late.
I have work tomorrow.
No, yeah,
So
I
then you
would.
just
I
tried to
had slept in the past like 5 weeks.
So then you just tried to drag the map? That's how you know you've been playing too much D&D. When you're just watching and you try to drag the map. I'd probably be doing that too, honestly. Alright, well then we can wrap up here as you make your way over to the other side of Kasana Oasis. We'll stop here for today. But to give you a cliffhanger, you wind your way around to the far shore of the little pond that sits at the center of the oasis, and at sort of the base of this massive tree, you can see a woman just kind of she's kind of kneeling on one knee, and just sort of looking towards the base of these roots here. You can see sort of on her side, on the side that you're approaching, as she looks towards the tree, you can actually see a large scimitar at her waist.
Terrifying.
And that
Let's
is
go
where
talk.
that's where we'll end the session for today.
Thank God. Love D&D. Missed it dearly. Getting a headache?
So did I. How dare you have a headache?
I'm
Yeah,
so...
I don't have a
I
headache
feel like
right
I'm
now.
the only one that is like, guys.
You are.
No,
You are
it's
the
not.
only
It's
one.
nothing about D&D.
No, I know you guys are busy. It's weird that I'm the only one that's not, because usually I have some.
I'm not busy.
I
You're
have
busy
work
making
at 9
pizza!
tomorrow, and I need to go take
I'm
a
not
shower.
That is really good timing because it just told me that the stream is experiencing issues.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
okay,
delightful.
Eh,
Delightful. Absolutely
It's
delightful.
not so bad that they can't still hear me. Jack, can you still hear me? Because everything is lagging right now for me. So, okay, they can still hear me, which is good because I don't need to see too much right now. You're gonna have to deal with me peeking from behind the chat right now. I'm hiding from the lag issues. So, next week.
Yes.
Is there anything that interferes with Sunday that anybody knows about right now?
No.
I'm good.
No?
Okay. Then we will tentatively say that we're going back to Sunday next week. And if that changes, let me know, and we'll shift things around if we have to. But there's been there's been some scheduling issues kind of around everything right now, but hopefully we'll get them sorted in time for eventually starting up whatever new campaign starts after this, because Silversong is almost done. They just have one more. So the next stream will be Monday for the epilogue of Silversong. And then as for Whispers, I still have to determine what we're going to do about them, because neither of the things that I was hoping would end last week ended, so they still don't have a perfect time slot. We went very long with Silversong. I thought for sure we'd finish, but we really wanted to wrap everything up since it is their finale, so we're going to have to go a little bit long. But it shouldn't be a very long stream on Monday. But I don't really have a slot for Whispers if Wednesday doesn't work, so I will have to talk a little bit with them, but I'll announce it if we get one in order. But yeah, we are. Yeah, they were busy being suspicious about every single NPC. They were expecting like a third act epilogue reveal about who was the bad guy the whole time.
They were being sussy.
No.
Oh my
Never mind.
god.
I wanna
Oh my
leave.
god. Okay, I'm leaving. I
Yeah,
can't do this
actually,
anymore.
we shouldn't say we because it was specifically one of them who was doing it. But yeah. So tune back into to Silversong. That'll be the next stream, 7 p.m. Eastern on Monday. As for anything else, I don't have anything else to add. We're still having issues, I think, so we're gonna just try to wrap it up here and not go too much longer. Thank you for watching. We will probably be back to the normal time next week. And have a good night. I will see you all on Monday.